beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 36-29, improving their record to 4-5 on the year. Tonight on Monday Night Football, we have the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field. Kickoff set for 7:15. It's a game you can catch live on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Pregame at 6 o'clock. In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs beat New Orleans on Saturday, improving to 7-2 on the year as De'Aaron Fox made his season debut with 24 points. They return to action tonight against Chicago. Tip-off set for 7 at the Frost. In college football, Texas A&M remained number 3 in the country. Texas Tech moved up to 8th, and Texas moved up to 10th. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing? It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm your old pal, AJ. And over here to my left, all geared up in his
Fresh swag, baby.
Go Spurs, go swag.
Just busted it out. This is my first new Spurs gear, and I'd say 10 years, maybe.
He's got the sweater that looks like it was outlined by a cake icing person.
It is. It's puffy.
Yeah.
Good,
Puffy.
I like
That's
it.
Mr. Rob Thompson.
Yeah,
hey,
good
good morning, Robert. Good morning.
I like it.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Man,
Nipply.
you may have made a mistake. Like,
I haven't made a mistake in years.
the last 4 or 5 years, you could have gotten all that Spurs stuff on deep discount. Now you're paying full
Now the thing
price.
is, they were charging what they were. That's why they do all these city editions and Emirates stuff. But I will say the selection is much bigger now.
Oh, I'm sure.
The catalog has grown from the number of products available. It used to be like, you're a Spurs fan, are you? We got a gray shirt, we got a black shirt. Which one you like? Now I got all kinds of cool stuff.
I have a buddy in Vegas who's he's a Sharks fan, a hockey fan. The Sharks are like think about what the Spurs have been for the last 5 years, and now imagine they're even worse than that.
But the Sharks hadn't gotten anybody worth a crap.
No, yeah. Well, they had the number 1 pick. They got this kid, but he hasn't panned out yet. But he's like, it drives me crazy because I live here in Vegas. He's like, I see everybody's always got different gear on. He's like, they don't make Sharks gear. It's like you even go to the website. It's like 4 shirts.
It sucks. It does. The catalog gets small.
And it's like, and our colors suck. We're like turquoise and black. Like, who wants to wear that? And it's like they just don't make any gear. It sucks, man. We need to have like a good season where they'll start making gear again. But it is true. Like, when your team is no good, they do not make gear. Nah. And then as soon as there's a hint that they're good, all the designs come out. Like the cake design shirt
the cake design.
Available today.
There's like collabs. Like the Spurs have collabs.
Oh, yes.
With street artists. All right, things are moving up. A French street artist and a Spurs.
The Spurs collab with cereal brands. It's Toucan Sam wearing Spurs.
It's good to be a Spurs fan. It's going to be a good Christmas.
That's
right. A lot of people getting Spurs gear this year.
That is right. What a weekend it was, Rob. I knew what I was getting into. It was worse than I thought, though.
Yeah, well, they always are.
I was lied to. Blatant lie.
It appears you were on the wedding front. But, you know what, though? You told me the story, and then the last piece of the story, it just all came together. And there were signs. You were lied to, but you should have read the tea leaves.
I didn't read the tea leaves because I read the email.
Well, see, when the email, and then there were some things in the email.
The email said, after the service, there will be a cocktail hour.
Uh-huh.
And it did say, no outside alcohol. All alcohol must be purchased at venue. And I said, okay, it's a cash bar.
Okay. There's also something else on that invitation that should have been your first. I'm not saying you should have known it immediately. I'm just saying when you told me at the end that it should have been there were breadcrumbs. So what was the fare for the wedding?
It was pizza.
Pizza. Okay.
But
So that was the first hint you should have gone.
Pizza, salad, and breadsticks.
That's an interesting one.
It was.
And where was the wedding?
What?
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with pizza, but I'm just saying that there are pieces to this puzzle. So where was the wedding again?
It was in Van Alstyne, Texas.
Van Alstyne, Texas, which I honestly had never heard of this town until just now.
Yeah, it's a quaint country town.
I'm sure.
The wedding was in like a
and it's northeast of Fort Worth or Dallas.
It's northeast, I guess, because it's between McKinney and Denison.
Oh no, way up there.
Like
okay.
north of Plano.
Yeah, that's north. You're almost Oklahoma by that point.
Yes.
All right.
So his family is from Sherman.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So that's why the wedding was there.
All right,
yeah.
all right.
So the place, the venue itself is beautiful. It's like there's a nice little chapel, and then there's like a big.
Is this where they're from?
Yeah,
okay.
where he's from.
Okay.
She's from Corpus.
Okay.
But the reception's held in this like really pretty, like it's a barn, but it's
it's a wedding barn.
It's a wedding barn. Yeah.
Okay. Also, the wedding was when?
Friday evening.
Friday evening,
4:00.
4:00 wedding, in Van Alstyne, Texas.
Yeah.
And no outside alcohol, and pizza will be served.
Yes.
That's what you knew when you set out on Friday.
And also, I knew that the invitation said semi-formal attire.
Which, the smaller the town, the broader the scope. Which, in a small town, means please don't show your toes. If you're a
you
man.
told me,
yes,
I should wear a jacket and tie.
That's a big town.
Thank God I didn't do
Small
that.
town was
What happened?
no chanclas.
I wore slacks, a button-up shirt, and cowboy boots.
You look like town. Come out there. You were fancy.
I was city boy.
Yeah, you look like town.
There was a lot of jeans. There was polos.
Lots of boots.
Lots of boots.
Okay.
But I did not need. I was certainly not underdressed.
Any Nike shoes?
No.
Okay.
No.
See, that's semi-formal in a small.
Which is no big deal. I wasn't so. If I'd worn a jacket and a tie, I would have been pissed because then I would have been extremely overdressed. At this point, I just felt like I could judge everyone else a little bit because they were.
Well, you're city.
I felt they were underdressed.
Well, yeah.
So the thing
another clue.
The thing that really bothered me though was, like I said, cocktail hour.
They lied to you there.
No outside beverages can be brought in. Alcohol must be purchased at venue. So to me, that says cash bar.
Yeah.
At which I'm not thrilled about, mind you, but I accept. Okay?
You accept.
I accept. After the ceremony, we walk over into the barn. I'm ready for cocktail hour. Trust me. There's kids screaming. I mean, I need a cocktail. I get over to the bar, and it says mocktail bar. This is a dry wedding. I turned around to my wife. I said, "You're not going to believe this bleep."
Well, there was a line?
No.
Oh, okay. There's just a dude
Rob, I was the first one there. What are you talking about?
I thought you'd stood in line and people were in front of you getting mocktails and not.
No, they said
not mentioning it.
Well, they said at the end of the ceremony, they said, "Family, please stay. We're going to take some photos. Everybody else, you're free to go over to the reception." And I told my wife, I said, "They're talking about other family. They're talking about like immediate family. Cousins don't count."
Yeah.
And then about 15 minutes later, they came in. They're like, "Oh, cousins, you guys need to be in here to take pictures." I was like, "Oh." But I was in a rush to get to the cocktail hour. I didn't want to miss out.
Was there dancing?
Oh, yeah.
They had a DJ?
Yeah.
Well, everybody in there snuck alcohol in then. You weren't alone.
Did you?
There were people brought alcohol.
This was a church wedding is what I came to realize.
Well, it was, but good Baptists just don't show it. Nobody hung around and watched and just danced.
Well, I immediately
mocktails.
bailed out and went to the liquor store.
Oh, yeah. And I
which, by the way, the closest liquor store to Van Alstyne is in McKinney.
Was Kevin Bacon on the premises at all?
I didn't see him.
Or the preacher?
Was there a preacher?
I didn't see him. But I went and bought 4 bottles, the 200 milliliter bottles of Tito's, and shoved them all in my pocket.
Did you notice anybody else in a semi-formal attire at the liquor store?
No.
Man, that wedding.
Yeah.
You drove all that way for that.
Yeah.
That's what you do for family.
Yep.
Yeah, not me.
But I guarantee you weren't alone with liquor in your pockets.
Well.
Funny.
On the bright side, I got some. I hit 3 more top 50 barbecue places on the way home, Rob.
I was gonna say.
That's what matters. That's what really matters.
That's
So,
why you really win.
Yeah, I've had one of those days.
Yeah,
That's a day.
I'm up to 22
Well
of the
done.
top 50 barbecue places in the state that I've ticked off on this turn.
Where'd you stop?
One was.
Did you go to Goldie's?
No, I'm gonna have to do Goldie's without my wife because my wife is line intolerant. So for one of them we drove out to Aledo, west of Fort Worth, and there's a place called Dane's.
Well, I don't know about Dane's, but I know what Aledo is.
It was very good. And then we drove into Fort Worth, and there's a place called Sabar, which is a Pakistani barbecue place, and it's legit, man. Very, very good. And then we hit Louis Miller on the way home. Yeah, good stuff. I had a lamb chop at that Pakistani place.
Now that's a place I'd have a lamb chop.
Oh man! And they instead of white bread, they serve naan.
Oh, nice.
Oh yes.
All right.
Oh yeah. And they have like a house-made tzatziki sauce. Like it's good stuff. Good stuff.
That's in Fort Worth.
Fort Worth, yeah. Fort Worth has a they're a little downtown. I say they're downtown. Area? Yeah, it's like it almost feels. And my wife said this. She's like, it feels like we're in San Diego or something.
That's the stockyard.
Yeah, like all the little shops and like
gas lamp.
Gas lamp.
Yeah,
it's like
Gaslight District. That's where I live.
We're next. Yeah, the barbecue place is next to like a one of those places where you rent the skateboard, like the one wheel skateboards that you can ride around town all day. So it's like it's kind of.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
it's low key, kind of cool.
Yeah, so a good little spot there in Fort Worth. I like Fort Worth; it's a good town. But yeah, that was my weekend. Was a dry wedding, and all I had to drink was. Imagine saying like, we've got a ginger mule bar.
Who would drink that without alcohol in it?
With no alcohol.
Why? Why would you do that?
We've got you can get peach ginger mule, you can get a strawberry ginger mule or a prickly pear, but with no alcohol. It's like
that's for the grannies. That's for the granny and the aunties.
Yeah. And they kept calling them Moscow mules, and I was like, no, you can't call it a Moscow mule until
there's alcohol, vodka.
There's vodka in it.
It has
like,
to be in there.
Come on.
I went and saw Midland on Saturday night.
The band?
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
It was at Floors.
Where were you at? Oh,
at Floors. I have. I'm a fan of Midland.
Okay. I don't know that I can name a song.
I couldn't until I went.
Who'd you go with?
My wife, of course. She bought the tickets.
I didn't know if your son was...
I didn't know I was going until Saturday. And
surprise!
It kind of was that. Oh, yeah, we're going to Midland tonight. It was a good show. All of Midland's songs sound alike. I could have gotten there in the middle of the show. And
it would have been...
And it was a good show.
Okay.
It's just...
Did the opening band, was it just the Midland singer in a wig?
No, actually, it was a different dude. And who was actually, what cued me in there is he was from Fort Worth.
Oh.
And he talked about downtown Fort Worth in one of his songs. And it kind of went together with what you were talking about.
Well, there you go.
It's one big circle.
Life is a flat circle.
It is a flat circle.
Life is a flat circle.
And that's a guy from Austin.
Oh, well, there you go. All right. We got plenty to talk about. We got NFL to talk about. You and I were talking about Spurs before the show, and there's a buzz in the air, man.
Yikes.
There is a buzz in the air. So we'll talk some Spurs. We got plenty of football. 3 teams from Texas in the top 10 of college football. Who would have seen that coming? I'm not sure that one of them belongs, but the other 2 certainly do. So we got plenty to talk about.
Like that.
Yeah. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning and heads up on Loop 410 westbound at Starcrest. Working a major accident here. 2 right lanes are blocked. Rollover accident. Again, that's 410 westbound Starcrest. Start moving over to your left side. 2 right lanes blocked. I-10 westbound Vance Jackson, disabled vehicle, 2 right lanes blocked. A stall at 90 eastbound 410, now off to the shoulder. And another stall at 410 northbound Houston Street, right shoulder blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay. Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for, from smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at the prices you'll love. eBay. Things people love.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You know, I make decisions every day, but the easiest ones I've been making for the last several weeks are Dak Prescott. The more Dak is riding the wave, and I've been with him on Prize Picks, and being right can get you paid, especially when you're doing it on the weekly. Prize Picks has everything you need to have some fun on all your favorite games. If you like winning, you like to know what you're doing, Prize Picks is your answer, because you can do the research and you can go out and win, and it's so simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 players, and you can get up to 2,000x on your money if you pick right. Now, they offer stacks is what I love, and you can pick the same player in up to 3 different venues and play them in the same lineup, and you can only find this at Prize Picks. That's why I go there every day. You want to know another reason? Alamo. Remember the code Alamo, and you get $50 in lineups if you play your first $5 lineup. That's Alamo. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Nigel, why is there a giant turkey standing on my desk?
That's Harold.
Well, then whisper these words, Nigel. Deep fried. From all of us at Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, we hope your Thanksgiving is filled with food, family, and fellowship. We couldn't ask for a better community to be a part of. So thank you, and happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 651-5899.
License number TACLA 141074EM16004.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
The Gomez Law Firm is proud to be San Antonio's trusted personal injury law firm for the past 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us. Your firm has been fighting for the people of San Antonio since 1973. That's incredible.
There are not a lot of businesses that stick around for even 50 years, let alone personal injury law firms.
If you have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then turn to the law firm that will fight for you. Visit JoeGomezLaw.com.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
With Progressive, you can reach customer service in the way that's easiest for you, by phone, app, or online. We know it would be great if we just magically appeared, but that's more of a genie thing, and we do insurance. But with us, you'd be like, well, it wasn't a genie, but it was great customer service, so that's nice. And sure, you probably would still like the whole 3 wishes thing, so if you meet a genie, you should definitely ask. But when you need us, contact Progressive by phone, app, or online. Just no genies. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-888-5226. 800-888-5226. 800-888-5226.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Pork rinds are the crunch time hero of the snack aisle. Low carb, collagen packed, and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. The PorkRinds.com Instagram will make a crunch time donation with each share of the Crunch Time Hero college football post, with each share equaling a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Share on Instagram today and grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe pork rinds at H-E-B.
Right now at Wendy's, you can get a small Frosty for $1. And literally everyone is going. The car behind you, going to get a $1 Frosty. The car ahead of you, already had one, going for a second. The person who cut you off earlier, you guessed it, $1 Frosty. Maybe it's all a sign for you to go get one. Just don't cut anyone off. No one likes that person. The iconic Frosty for $1, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Not valid in a combo. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, California, and via third-party delivery.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
I'm 14 years old, and my good friend F. Madla had gotten me some of this illegal stuff, and I had headphones and a little bit of Ted Nugent. This is a baptism, baby. I played this song like 10 times in a row. Oh, yes. Lifting the needle up. Yes. Yeah, baby. Stranglehold.
Somebody went crazy.
Pretty crazy.
He went crazy.
Yeah, pretty crazy. I always liked when dudes would walk out to Stranglehold, like for an MMA fight, because, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Got me in a stranglehold, baby. I did like Ted Nugent. Like, this era Ted Nugent's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Ted Nugent's not one of the,
Great White Buffalo.
I'm not, like, I don't really need to hear most political thoughts from musicians unless, like, you make political music.
No, I'm not talking about politics. He's just crazy.
He is a little crazy.
He's crazy. He, like, crapped his pants 4 times not to go to Vietnam.
Yeah. Well, someone put him in a stranglehold. That happens.
Jeez, man.
That's just, they call that stinky bone spurs.
That's the way to get out, one way or the other.
I ain't going.
I had the stinky spurs.
They call that crone spurs. Oh, come on! Well, I like to think everyone in their car is laughing maniacally at crone spurs right now, but probably not. That's all right. That's all right. It hit with me, and that's all that matters. All right, a big weekend in college football. Oh, baby. Penn State gave Indiana all they could handle.
Man, burn that athletic department down and start from the bricks, from the foundation. Start over. That team has no freaking heart. None.
I mean,
none.
That's tough for me to say.
No, 5 straight losses.
Yeah, but they could have. I mean, they were getting their ass kicked by the best team in the country.
I'm not saying they're not talented. They got no heart. Maybe they have individual heart. As a team, they don't have any. None.
I mean,
10 man. It's sad.
I don't know. I'm not going to hate on Penn State. I thought it was a valiant effort.
It was.
I mean, you got a backup quarterback going up against probably the second best team in the country.
Yeah, this was your chance. This was salvage some kind of something from what could have been, and you let that happen.
If not for a miracle play.
Well, you know what? If there was a miracle about to happen, I'm pushing that dude out of bounds. You're going to throw a flag on my ass. It ain't happening on my watch.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You know what I mean? You got no heart.
Yeah. Ohio State, 34-10 win over Purdue. Ohio State fails to cover for the first time in like 6 weeks, 7 weeks, something like that. So
they're the
nice job, Purdue.
They're the Arnold Schwarzenegger of the Terminators.
You know what Ohio State's doing is they are running as few, like having as few possessions as possible. Like they're trying to stay healthy. They're doing things the right way. It's very smart.
This is ease of movement, just absolute destruction, man. They just destroy you.
Like you would think, okay, Julian Sayin is the Heisman front runner right now. You're playing against Purdue, who's the worst team in the Big Ten. Let's go out there and put up 1 million yards and 80 touchdowns. No. 1 touchdown pass, just get off the field. We got bigger things to worry about than a Heisman.
I'm a firm believer in greatness and all of that. But at some point, you got to be tested. At some point, you have to walk through the dark valley. And the longer you go without it, the more difficult it will become when you finally get there.
Well, what do you mean tested? Like
I'm talking about down by 14, somebody's hurt, we got to figure it out kind of stuff. And they haven't seen that.
No.
So at some point, you're going to have to do it. And if you don't do it, it doesn't mean you can't. And very rarely do you never have to. But when you do finally have to do it, it'll be against a really good team that is prepared for whatever you're going to have to try. So it's going to be that much more difficult for you to do it. And every team has to do it. It doesn't matter what level. Let's see if they can continue to do it. Right now, they just seem, like I said, the Terminator. There's nothing wrong with that football team defensively, offensively, the line, the quarterback, the receivers, the running backs. They're just unbelievably good. Just a precision machine. You just wonder what it'll be like when you shake the snow globe a bit and see what happens.
Also incredibly good, the Texas A&M Fighting Aggies, who made this Zollers kid look like he didn't belong on a football field.
That was
I get it, he's a third-string quarterback, but that's embarrassing even for
It was, and to Missouri's credit, I mean, they were scrappy as all get out, and it's really hard to win a football game when your quarterback is just terrified, one, and two, under absolute duress. I mean, there was just no offense to be offered. You just had to rely on the kindness of strangers and hope that the Aggies made enough mistakes to keep you in it, and luckily they did for a little bit.
Was 7 of 22 passing.
Horrible, man.
For 77 yards. His QBR for the day, 17.
And that's with a pretty decent fourth quarter. You know, he
yeah,
had to throw a few
that's
completions in the fourth to get it to that.
Yeah,
I think he had one completion past the line of scrimmage in the first quarter or first half. It was a ridiculously bad stat.
Okay, that brings me to Alabama, who won 20-9. Garrett Nussmeier at halftime. His average air yards means what I'm saying is per attempt, average air yards per attempt. So how far down the field does the ball travel per attempt in the first half was negative 1.1. He threw behind the line of scrimmage almost every play in the first half. I mean, you talk about how are you going to that's the worst way to play as an underdog. That's the most scared.
Well,
like LSU's that's a trash can team.
I didn't see any of the game. It
was embarrassing.
When I saw 20-9, I thought, well, it seems to me like all LSU tried to do was just throw everything against the wall and defensively and hope something breaks, and offensively just don't give them the ball. Just punt every time and hope the defense gets you something.
Nussmeier was 18 of 21 passing, and you'd think, oh, wow. He got benched. 18 of 21 passing. He got benched because he's scared to throw the ball down the field. Everything, like you could, it was obvious.
It wasn't by design.
No, it's obvious he was checking down. He was scared. Just a gross performance by a kid that people were talking about as a Heisman contender.
The kid I saw last year ain't this kid. I don't know what's happened to him. The kid I saw last year had potential. He had a ceiling. He had a roof. Had all that stuff, and everything kind of collapsed on him.
All right, I'm gonna keep us on clock, so we'll finish talking more college football on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning and heads up on Loop 410 westbound at Starcrest. Working a major accident here. 2 right lanes are blocked. Rollover accident. Again, that's 410 westbound Starcrest. Start moving over to your left side. 2 right lanes blocked. I-10 westbound Vance Jackson, disabled vehicle, 2 right lanes blocked. A stall at 90 eastbound 410, now off to the shoulder. And another stall at 410 northbound Houston Street, right shoulder blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you'll find everything you need for the holidays, all for under $35. With new arrivals every day, you never know what amazing deals you'll find. Don't wait. Find a location at macy'sbackstage.com.
Last year, we bought over 54,000 cars from your friends and neighbors. Why did they sell us their cars? Because we pay more at GiveMeTheVin.com. And why do we pay more? Because you and I both know that your car is worth more than others will offer you. And your time is worth more, too. I'm John Clay Wolf, and I created GiveMeTheVin.com. Sell me your car faster and hassle-free because you're worth more.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Nigel, why is there a giant turkey standing on my desk?
That's Harold.
Well, then whisper these words, Nigel. Deep fried. From all of us at Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, we hope your Thanksgiving is filled with food, family, and fellowship. We couldn't ask for a better community to be a part of. So thank you, and happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 651-5899.
License number TACLA 141074EM16004.
Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know, our pets are beloved family members. But sadly, though, there are so many dogs that get euthanized every day due to the lack of funding. To give them a chance at adoption, I invite you to support Puppy Food Bank. Thanks to generous donors like you, all of the food sent to pet shelters from Puppy Food Bank never comes with a bill. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a generous, caring $15 donation every month. Your donation will absolutely save pet lives.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
We are right in the thick of the NFL football season, and Underdog, the best place to get in on the action, baby. Playing on Underdog is so easy. You pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on their stats, rushing yards, passing yards, receptions, whatever. You get those picks right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. And quite frankly, the Cowboys have been a cash cow. You go higher on Dak's numbers, you go higher on CD's numbers, and you have been getting paid. You go lower on their defensive numbers, you're getting paid as well. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code ALAMO, ALAMO. You'll score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Thanksgiving season is the best. That's right, Mr. Turkey. Everyone loves this time of year. Just like Connecticut water softener customers love their Connecticut. Definitely. A Connecticut water softener is the best in the business. Yes, it does keep your feathers soft. Yes, your waddle smooth. And your wings, nah, those things are pretty useless. A Kinetico is a much different water softener compared to the other brands. There's no computer, nothing to plug in, and it runs on kinetic energy. You said it.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. 0% interest for 12 months and $400 when you trade in your old water softener.
Mr. Turkey, you're pretty calm considering, you know. Well, on Thanksgiving, we eat turkey.
The last water softener you'll ever own. Kinetico. SA.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
With Progressive, you can reach customer service in the way that's easiest for you, by phone, app, or online. We know it would be great if we just magically appeared, but that's more of a genie thing, and we do insurance. But with us, you'd be like, well, it wasn't a genie, but it was great customer service, so that's nice. And sure, you probably would still like the whole 3 wishes thing, so if you meet a genie, you should definitely ask. But when you need us, contact Progressive by phone, app, or online. Just no genies. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Monday on The Blitz, we'll recap another busy weekend of football, both college and pro.
And, of course, there was a great Monday night game featuring one of Joe Reinagle's favorite players. We'll get you all ready for the Micah Parsons Bowl.
And we'll look back at the De'Aaron Fox debut on Saturday night.
And Jeff Traylor at 4:35. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagel, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's the Thuggish Ruggish Huddle.
Yep.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. It's on a little college football. I was wrong on this one. I thought Mississippi State would show some fight against Georgia. Georgia finally, they didn't need the refs for this one.
Georgia uncorked one.
They did. They were due, and it was the right
play.
side. Gunnar Stockton was really good. They ran the ball at will on Mississippi State.
The best thing Mississippi State has done is bench quarterback and let this guy play.
I think so.
Yeah.
This is so funny. Ole Miss played the Citadel,
which isn't fair.
The line opened at 53.5. Okay, it closed at 51.5.
Some late Citadel money.
But this is the funny part. It was 49-0.
Mm-hmm.
And in the fourth quarter, Lane Kiffin is driving. He knew the spread. But apparently, unfortunately for those who might have had Ole Miss minus 51.5, the closing number, no. Whoever his boosters were that he was trying to take care of had the big number.
Had the 53.
So
he's going for the TD and not the field goal.
He went for it on fourth down, trying to punch it in instead. Like, first of all, it's 49-0. You shouldn't even be kicking a field goal. It's like embarrassing. But he Could have kicked the field goal and covered for a lot of people.
Needed a touchdown.
No,
man.
needed that touchdown. He went for it. They didn't get it on 4th and 10. So Citadel covers all numbers.
Karma.
Oh, it was a beautiful thing. You could tell, though, he was like, let's go.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Texas Tech covers all numbers against BYU. Oh, my.
Yes, sir. That was a buzzsaw. For
Texas
sure.
Tech hammered
I'll be honest,
BYU.
man. I was so worried about Red Raider fan. I thought that the way that BYU plays, I thought would be they could just kind of bulldoze in and win the game 10-6, and just put a big pillow on top of all this celebration. And no, the celebration carried through the game, man. That was a momentum win. They kept hitting them. They were equally as physical as BYU. Just a heck of a day.
I thought way more physical because they ran the ball and BYU couldn't.
I didn't think they had the physicality that was going to be required, but I forgot about what they did in Utah. They are physical.
That's a good team,
yeah.
man. Texas Tech, very good showing. So they will stick around the top 10. And I still don't understand what happened to them in that Arizona State game. All I can say is they are a better team with Baron Morton playing quarterback.
Yeah, offense is going to be eventually when they lose, it'll be because they can't keep up.
Yeah,
not if they lose. I'm not saying they will, but if they lose, it'll be well. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I think if and when they lose, it won't be because of their defense. It'll be because offensively they just can't keep up. There's just not a lot of offense there.
Oregon 18, Iowa 16.
Dante Fowler with the greatest throw
Dante
of the year.
Moore. Dante Moore.
That dude can throw a dart. And, man, he saved my ass. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I had Iowa +6. So I was a happy – there was really not much of a way for them not to cover that thing. Yeah. It was never in doubt that they were in that game. But Oregon outplayed Iowa pretty handily. So I almost kind of got lucky with it. It felt like I was right all along, but there was some luck to it. Oregon outgained Iowa 373 to 239. And Iowa, like their special teams, which is usually elite, was awful.
Yeah, the weather really got them. That weather mattered.
Did. But it also kept Oregon from putting up the numbers that they typically put up too. So good win for Oregon. They could. I thought Iowa was going to beat them outright. Gave them everything they could handle.
I still don't drive, man. Oregon is really good.
I still don't believe in them.
I don't know why. What is it about them? I mean, that was a heck of an Iowa game plan. They had the weather against them. That final drive was equal to the Indiana drive. I mean, that was their season on the brink.
Because now your best win is against Iowa.
Well, I mean, on the road in a snowstorm against a team that was absolutely ready for you on a game day where Fox was there,
which displaced their previous best win, which was Penn State.
You're right. I'm not saying that they're top 5 worthy, but I know I wouldn't want to play that team because that quarterback can throw a dart when required, and they got enough offense to stay with a lot of teams, even though Iowa shut them down.
Yeah,
I was just absolutely impressed with the way they played, and I think about all the job openings out there, and I think about the coaches that are out there. And on Saturday, watching the way Lanning coached his team to a win, and watching Drinkwitz coach his team to a competitive loss, considering what he had. Those two coaches are worth – I can't – given the competition right now for coaches, those two guys are going to get offered a lot of money.
I don't think Dan Lanning's leaving.
I'm going to offer him a bunch.
Oh, yeah.
Both those guys I think are worthy candidates for the top of the line, Penn State, whatever you want to consider that if you don't consider Oregon there already.
All right, we'll wrap up the college football conversation on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to SASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an audience national contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Have pain? Have chronic pain, low back pain, knee pain, neck pain, or shoulder pain? I can help. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we get to the root of your pain. We don't just give pain medications. We do the proper investigation to see what is the root cause, and it's covered by your insurance. Reduce your medication, avoid surgery, and get rid of pain for good. Call for your free evaluation. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, where we get to the root cause of your problem. 210-468-1891.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state, only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things, people,
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-888-5226. 800-888-5226. 800-888-5226.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hey, sorry. I've been here hollering.
See the Rock and
My mic
Roll
was
Hall
off.
of Fame
I
induction?
did. I enjoyed it. I thought it was very good.
That Warren Zevon part was just fantastic.
I liked.
I wept like a baby.
Good old Bad Company stuff.
I was going to say your band got in. Man. They're there.
Soundgarden. Jim Carrey did a good intro for Soundgarden. Long live Chris Cornell and long live Soundgarden. Yeah. And Outkast was another one of the band that I love.
Yeah, man, it was a good show. I love. That's one of those things that I make. It's to me. I used to enjoy watching the award shows just because now that's the only thing I care about is the induction.
Yeah,
the award shows suck.
I liked. I saw one of the funniest things, and when I read it, I said, I've never read anything this accurate. It was a picture of the two Outkast guys, and with them was Jack White from the White Stripes.
Oh, yeah.
And someone commented on the photo and says, I don't know why, but Jack White always looks like someone dressed up as Jack White for Halloween.
Kind of does.
And I was like, oh my God, that's
kind of does.
And every picture, I clicked on images, and every picture I saw, I was like, that looks like a Jack White Halloween costume. Like, I don't even know what Jack White really looks like.
Well, you shouldn't be that white.
Yeah,
that's the thing about it. It looks like you're in. No human should. He's not a vampire. I've seen him in the light.
His team's called the White Stripes.
The whole
band.
thing.
You got to go with it.
So it looks like, is he in costume? Is he really that white?
I don't know.
Get some sun.
Notre Dame beats Navy 49-10.
Shouldn't do that on national TV to one of our academies. That was not nice.
Pretty rude. Wake Forest beats Virginia. Suck the hole, Virginia. Losers, finally.
Does anybody want to actually win the ACC?
No.
Do we have anybody who would like to step forward, or
This
is
is
going
why-
to hand it to Miami now?
Dude, we need to have a real discussion about whether or not the ACC should get an auto bid.
Seriously. They really are, Matt. They are the MAC. There's not a lot of there.
Because Cal comes out and knocks off Louisville 29-26.
Seriously, Louisville?
Yep.
Seriously?
In overtime.
Oh, man.
Vanderbilt, poor Auburn. They can't catch a break. Vanderbilt beats Auburn in overtime, 45-38, in a game that they were kind of running away from Vanderbilt in. Diego Pavia, 377 passing yards, just went off.
You know, having lived in the Johnny era, I think A&M fan can truly identify with.
I think they do
with what's going on at Vanderbilt, and I just want to warn Vanderbilt fan: enjoy this.
Oh, it ends.
You know, because he goes. Those guys like Pavia come around once about every 15 years.
Yeah.
You know, and that doesn't mean you're going to get him in 15 years. I'm just saying there's one of them every 15 years. He was spectacular.
Yeah.
And it was not his best game, and he was still spectacular. Nobody wins like that.
Yeah, it's hard. Fan bases get so quarterback spoiled when you have one. I mean, it's why I said a million times, Texas fan, like, trying to run Quinn Ewers out of town was crazy to me, just because careful what you wish for. That's all I say.
Man.
Careful what you wish
won't
for.
get anything like this.
Miami 38, Syracuse 10, bludgeoning there. And the most embarrassing top 25 team this week was Washington, losing to Wisconsin 13-10. Wisconsin's first Big Ten win.
You know, the thing that sucks is that might have saved Fickle's job. You might have wanted him to lose. It might have been better for you if you'd have lost.
I mean, it very well could have been.
I'm not kidding. Yeah. I'm not joking. There was some discussion to give him another year.
What an embarrassing loss there. This isn't a top 25 score, but this is painful for Texas State. 42-39 loss to Louisiana. And the shine may be off our good friend G.J.
I don't know, AJ. I still keep seeing his name. He's still a candidate for some of those low-end jobs. No matter the outcome here, it appears that that he is either destined for
the Conference of Champions.
Either he's destined for an interview or already has had at least a tertiary conversation, because his name continues to linger.
Well, good for him if he can pull it off. The other thing, one of the wildest performances of the year, Army over Temple, 14-13. Temple was a 7-point dog to Army, and I bet Temple. Army had the ball up 1 with 9 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. They converted multiple fourth downs, drove this drive all the way down, took knees at the end, and won by 1 point. God bless our troops.
That's the Army football team.
God bless our troops. They said we're never giving them the ball back, and they didn't. That's how you do it, friends. All right. We got some NFL to talk on the other side. We'll get into that. We've also got some tickets to give away today and some Mellow Mushroom. Some Morning Huddle on 94.1.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on custom cards and custom wrapping paper. Great gifts plus shipping supplies and services to get your packages there safely. Don't miss out on the latest laptops up to 45% off. Staples, that was easy.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me. Like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Build monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
If you've been diagnosed with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, this is what it sounds like to be 1,000,000 miles away. Imagine being 1,000,000 miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy. With Tremfya, clearer skin is possible. In clinical trials, at least 70% of patients saw at least 90% clearer skin at 16 weeks. Results may vary. Tremfya is also indicated for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Call 1-800-526-7736 or visit Tremfya.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter Get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like we just cleared one of our trouble spots. That wreck at 410 westbound at Starcrest gone. On 1604 northbound, Calabria to Houseman, that's starting to fill in and slow down a little bit. Also noticing delays on 410 northbound between South WWI and 35, and 410 northbound Calabria to I-10. That's starting to slow down as well. We do have that ongoing road work downtown, 35 upper level northbound, I-10 to McCullough. We've got 2 right lanes closed. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NFL, the Houston Texans erased a 19-point fourth-quarter deficit to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 36-29, improving their record to 4-5 on the year. Tonight on Monday Night Football, we have the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field. Kickoff set for 7:15. It's a game you can catch live on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star pregame at 6 o'clock. In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs beat New Orleans on Saturday, improving to 7-2 on the year as De'Aaron Fox made his season debut with 24 points. They return to action tonight against Chicago. Tip-off set for 7. In college football, Texas A&M remained number 3 in the country. Texas Tech moved up to 8th, and Texas moved up to 10th. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
7:02 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Hugo says, Quinn Ewers is a grown-ass man who makes his own decisions. Just to help you out there, pal. You're right, pal. And you are presumably also a grown-ass man who wanted Quinn Ewers gone because you wanted to see Arch Manning. You thought Arch Manning would be so much better.
They're number 10 in the country with a bullet, baby.
Yeah, with a bullet. Yeah, that is I can't believe Texas. They've got Texas number 10. Oh, boy.
Sometimes it's better not to be seen.
Just
sit back and watch.
That's for one reason and one reason only. Crank up the ratings for Saturday.
You got a big one coming. That's right.
And I made a wager this weekend with some family. I got a lot of Aggie family. And I said, I will make you this bet. If Texas loses to Georgia, they will beat A&M.
Well, they're going to lose to Georgia. I'll just go ahead and tell you that.
Texas is going to go 1-1 in those games. I don't know what the order is going to be. Texas is going to beat either Georgia or A&M and lose to the other. I just write it down in your notebook.
All right.
Save that clip of me, Vic. This Nostradamus.
It's going to have to be against A&M because Georgia is that's the best they've looked.
Yeah, but they're playing Mississippi State's defense.
I know, but what I'm saying is we know what they can do, and they haven't been able to do it in some less than stellar performances. They've won, but it's been hard. This was not hard. They defensively were solid. They discovered the running game again, and then quarterback got it down the field. That's as good as they can look. I mean, that was the Georgia team. Everybody, when you think, how does they get there? They get it like that.
Texas off a bye.
Yeah, this is going to be the matchup. This is going to be the matchup.
I'm intrigued in Texas this week. particularly if we see it's right now it's Georgia -6.5. I'm going to wait and hope that a 7 pops. And if a 7 pops, I will be back in Bevo this weekend.
Well, I don't know if it'll get to 7. I think you're going to see more Texas money show up.
That'd be disappointing. But I think Georgia at home, I don't know. I think maybe Georgia finally having a big game. Maybe people
that'll
buy
help,
into them.
man. I mean, seriously, that was Georgia football. When Kirby Smart put together game plans, what he put together and looked at his roster, what's the best we can do? That was it. That's Georgia.
Texas A&M gets a bye week this week against South Carolina, which is convenient.
Hey, man.
You know what?
We still got a lot of BAS.
I didn't mention
around.
it. Oh, you know what? I'll save that for a later segment. I've got another college football player to talk about. But let's talk about the NFL from yesterday. This was one of those kind of, I don't know how to describe it. There were some major upsets, and then there were some teams that just the comebacks were.
Well,
wow. We'll start with the Texans. The Texans were terrible for almost the entirety of this game.
Well, both teams were not good.
I mean, they're both these teams, but 29-10, and you come back and the final score was 36-29, but it was 30-29 until a pick six on the very last desperation play from Trevor Lawrence.
It was pretty, but
to make some margin. But the Texans, kudos to them and you know what? Even kudos to Davis Mills, Davis Mills looked like Davis Mills for 3 quarters, and the Jags just let them back in that game. I've been telling you these Jags are phony, and we're finally starting to see it. Trevor Lawrence stinks, man.
He is exactly where he's going to be. This is it. But it's hard to be mad at him.
This is what he is. He's not an NFL starter.
Well, no, not against the best defense in football. That's what I mean. That Texas defense is sticky. They just are. But the thing about Jacksonville is this is the summation. This is it. This is all you're ever going to get from Trevor in Jacksonville anyway. This is as good as he can be, and it's not enough.
That's pathetic. There were some signs from him early in the season, like, I'm happy.
I don't know if it's reasons or excuses against that Texas defense. Like I said, they're sticky, man. There was nothing for him. It wasn't like he had missed opportunities. He did a lot.
Here is the list of players that have a worse QBR this season than Trevor Lawrence. Carson Wentz, Bryce Young, Justin Fields, Geno Smith, Dylan Gabriel, Cam Ward. Yeah. Not one of those teams is in love with the fact that their quarterback is the name I just gave.
This is it, man.
He is one of those guys now.
This is the sum total. You're 4 years in. You just paid him, and you're stuck with him. But you're not. You know who he is through and through now. So from here on out, Jacksonville, it's not his fault. It's yours. You're going to have to get everything you can around him to be competitive because he can't do it alone. He's not going to lift you.
When we talk about all-time number 1 pick busts,
he's not that.
We should talk about him, but because of guys like Jamarcus Russell who
Achilles
couldn't even play in the league.
Yeah,
Trevor Lawrence can play in the league, but he's never been an above average even quarterback.
There's always been a bunch of reasons, and 4 or 5 coaches in a row, different programs, different teams, suck ass Jacksonville roadies to Europe. I mean, there's always been an excuse for him.
But the reason why he should be considered more of a bust is because he was considered a can't miss guy.
Yeah, he was.
He was looked at as John Elway, Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be Trevor Lawrence. No, Trevor Lawrence was so.
Well, I think with Jamarcus, remember the legend of Jamarcus?
Jamarcus had a year where he was good, and he could but Trevor Lawrence, since high school, was looked at as
you're
he was
the golden boy. Yeah. And in hindsight, he was as good as he was going to get about his sophomore year in college. He leveled off about that point. It never got any better. It was enough.
Pathetic. The Colts, we didn't talk about the morning game
what
first.
A phenomenal win.
31-25 win over the Falcons. Michael Penix also, he might suck too. But you know who doesn't suck? Jonathan Taylor.
What a
holy hell.
Just put it on his back and let's go get a touchdown.
244 yards and 3 touchdowns.
He good.
What a game.
That was a That was a season-defining win.
It really was. And the Falcons, listen to this stat.
Losers lose, man.
Listen to this stat about the Falcons. This week and last week, the Falcons on third down are 1 of 18.
That's offensive coordinator. We can look all around. We can look at everything else. At the end of the day, at that point, it's who the hell is calling the plays. At some point,
I think we can give Michael Penix some
but
credit.
You know what? If you got to figure out what he can do. There's got to be one thing he can do. 1 for 18, brother.
1 of 18.
That's criminal. That anybody who's played Madden, you're gonna get 2 of 18, 3 of 18.
That's insane.
It's play calling, man.
Bears come back and beat the Giants. All it took for the Giants to lose that game was Russell Wilson coming into the game. And Russ said, they said, hey, Russ, listen, man.
The closer.
We got a lead. All you got to do is not F this off. And he's like, I got you, coach. I got you. And then he F'd it off. Congratulations to Russell Wilson. Baltimore Ravens 27-19 win over the Vikings. Here they come.
That was a good game. Minnesota's not bad.
No,
that was a good win.
Yeah, it is a good win. And like the more you look at the rest of the AFC North, you realize the Ravens are going to the playoffs.
Yeah, they are. Aaron Jones, catch the ball, man.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say there.
The Jets beat the Browns 27-20 in a game that saw probably 30 more points than anybody expected it to see. Especially considering Justin Fields and Dylan Gabriel
I saw way too much of this on Red Zone than I needed to see.
Justin Fields is the worst quarterback in the league, I think. I don't know him or I give Cam Ward a break because he's a rookie.
Justin Fields is terrible,
but Justin Fields is so
and it's almost
dreadful.
Willfully bad now. I think he's out of just general attitude. Sometimes he doesn't throw the ball to the right guy. Like, I'll prove it to them.
Justin Fields. 6 of 11 for 54 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick.
11 passes, and he got 1 over 500.
His QBR for the day was 15.9.
It's seriously, when he comes off the field, sometimes it feels like I'm not running that play.
No,
come talk to me about that play.
It's like he's shaving points.
Yeah,
but the Jets somehow win the game. I mean,
they just got more talent.
Oh my
which
gosh,
is saying absolutely nothing.
Pathetic. Patriots 28-23 win over the Bucks.
That's the second most impressive win of the weekend.
That was painful. I thought the Bucks had that one.
Too.
Gave it away. Their running back had a great game, Trevion Henderson.
They're low-key. Look out, man.
Yeah, man.
Look out. Here it comes.
Good. And now they've got a even bigger lead over the lowly Buffalo Bills.
What happened, brother? What happened?
What a garbage
It was
can
a trap
day.
game. Even beforehand, everybody talking about trap game. Do they not read their own press? Do they not read the paper around them? Because they were asleep.
I guess not. But it was a ton of self-inflicted wounds.
And Devin A-Chain.
Yeah, well, that's part of it. They couldn't stop the run. But James Cook fumbles going into the end zone. Josh Allen throws a pick in the end zone,
dumb.
And then Josh Allen fumbles on like his longest run of the day. They just could not hold on to the football, gave it away, and yeah.
Well, if there's such thing as a wake up call game, where you go and you're like, we got beat everywhere, man. They beat us up. They were more physical than we were. They had a better game plan than we did. They had more ball security than we did. They had better special teams than we did. I mean, they got their ass kicked. So if there's a wake-up kind of game, that would be it.
That was the second time since 2016 that the Bills had lost to the Dolphins. That was
they were due.
Yeah.
Broken clock.
That took Tua's record against the Bills to 2-9 in his career. And it was the first time the Bills have lost a division game by more than a touchdown since the Tom Brady-led Patriots in 2016.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, longest streak in the NFL.
Thank God Miami got a win, and maybe Mike can go. I don't know. That poor guy looks terrible.
I mean, he's at least at his press conferences. He's like, yeah, it was a good team. Like the teams respond, and they are responding. They're playing a lot harder.
They're playing
Dolphins
hard.
I give him credit.
He putting in the effort. He looks terrible.
He does look terrible.
He looks like the president after 4 years. Like, dude, you have aged in the last month.
The Seahawks They made prison sex to the Arizona Cardinals.
That was the most impressive win. They beat them about the head and neck for 4 quarters, man. That was brutal.
The Cowboys should sign DeMarcus Lawrence.
That guy's fast.
Yeah, he gets sacks and makes touchdowns. That's the way you should do it.
They're good, man.
They really are.
The Rams and Seattle, they might be the 2 best teams in the NFC.
The Rams also obliterate the 49ers 42-26. I don't really know why Matt Stafford's not getting MVP discussion, especially in a year where like Josh Allen shouldn't be getting it this year.
It's coming. This week it begins. He was spectacular.
Incredible.
That defense is good. He's got him a running game that helps. That's a good football team.
I think if I had a vote right now, my vote would be for Matt Stafford as the MVP.
I'd have to quantify stuff, but he's right there. Legit, him and Taylor. I mean, those 2 guys are.
Well, you know it's not going to be a running back.
It has to be.
MVP is a quarterback award now. But.
And I do like, and I think Stafford's going to be late to the party as far as consideration, but after this weekend. And then you start looking at the numbers.
Going into this weekend, Josh Allen was the favorite.
Well, this, and rightfully so. So this was, I think that a performance like that kind of eliminates you because it was bad.
Yeah.
And, and he's got it, and we know that there are bigger things at hand for Buffalo, so I don't feel bad if he's not a consideration because he's got other things to worry about. The way the Rams are playing now, I think everybody was kind of just, but just wait. But they're getting better. Every week they're getting better and better, even through injuries. That was a scary good win.
The Panthers make it 12 straight times, 12 straight games as a favorite that they have lost outright.
Losers lose. That's what they do.
Panthers undefeated this year as underdogs. Every time they've been an underdog, they come out and win the football game.
They read the rat poison.
Yeah, as a favorite, no. 0-12, a 12-game losing streak as a favorite. And the Lions 44, Commanders 22.
Turn out the lights.
Yeah,
the party is over.
The Lions, who have been very mediocre for the last couple of weeks. You saw Dan Campbell yesterday take over play calling, and there was a switch flipped.
Much more aggressive.
Yeah, and looked a lot better. The Commanders.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he'd taken over play calling.
I don't think anybody did until you saw him with the play sheet, literally calling plays throughout the game.
That's one of those things about red zone is you miss those little nuances. So he's handling.
It looks like it. I mean, again, I haven't seen like them say it officially, but I saw him with a play sheet and I saw him calling plays, and like hadn't seen that all year.
Yeah,
so he said, "Enough's enough. We got to figure this offense out." And I'll
they
be damned.
hammered him, and poor Washington. I mean that both literally and physically. I mean it's true. Poor team. They are just beaten up. But there's also, I don't know, man. There's some disjointedness to this team. I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's a competition between coaches. I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but I can tell you this. Cliff Kingsbury and Dan Quinn aren't going to be on the same team next year.
Well,
I don't know who's not going to be here, but one of them is going to be gone.
All I know is the game yesterday, if you had told me the Commanders' offense was going to give you what it gave you, you should have been in that game. The defense was horrific. It's like they weren't even trying.
Yeah, it's loose. There's something loose about this team. It doesn't add up.
Marcus Mariota, 16 of 22, 213 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks.
Effective, not great.
But
right,
for a backup quarterback, that's great.
That's what I'm saying. I watched enough of this game. There's something loose about this team. It's not, the sum total isn't adding up. I don't know what's going on, but it's an internal thing.
Here's where they lost. Jahmyr Gibbs, 15 carries, 142 yards. 9.5 yards per carry allowed to their RB1. That's embarrassing for Dan Quinn.
Yeah, that's your head. That's the head coach.
That's Mr. Defense right there.
So there's something steady work afoot. And did you see Trump there too?
Oh yes,
he had to fly over.
They tried to have him like call a play. It was like, oh, good runner. Oh yes, this is a very important play, wouldn't you say? You could tell he doesn't know anything about football, and it's like, why did they do that to him? I'd be so pissed if I was him.
It's going to be in Trump Stadium.
I'd say all of you are deported. Both of you right now. You're trying to humiliate me.
Where's that kicker from? Where's that kicker from?
And finally, last night, the Chargers with a 25-10 win over the Steelers.
That score did not represent the arse whipping that went down in Los Angeles yesterday. That was
Aaron Rodgers. Woof. Aaron Rodgers stinks, man. Aaron Rodgers might be the worst quarterback we have that doesn't get talked about as a horrific quarterback. And my favorite thing about Aaron Rodgers is like every time he does something terrible, he's got his hands on his hips, and he's rolling his eyes, and he does his stupid chin strap over to one side. Like he's frustrated that his team isn't doing something. It's like, dude, that's you.
It was.
Do you not realize you suck?
He looked old yesterday. He looked old. I mean, he
pathetic.
was under duress. He was running around a lot, but some of the off arm angle stuff that he used to be able to get away with, the sling, the sidearm, the quick release. He just looked like Uncle Rico yesterday. And what few times he had wide receivers open, and it wasn't often. I mean, a lot of that wasn't his fault. He was getting chased around. He couldn't get the ball there. He can't drive it downfield. It was what old quarterbacks look like right before they retire is what it looked like.
Anthony says, yeah, they did say it officially that he was calling plays. Yeah, you could tell it's something.
That's an interesting turn of events.
Yeah, big change because the Lions, quite frankly, were a team I was starting to look to fade because they just did not look like themselves for about 3 weeks in a row.
I think Dan felt the same way.
Yep,
that's what you do.
Good call by them. All right, we'll continue NFL conversation. We're going to preview the Eagles-Packers game a little bit later on. We got Spurs to talk. We got losers. We got Jeff Traylor coming up with us today. We got plenty more to discuss, as well as, you know what? I'll give away some Los Lonely Boys tickets on the other side here. Los Lonely Boys!
How far is heaven, baby?
The Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Dr. Jacob Torres is my doctor. I love leading with that because I'm proud of it. Dr. Torres changed my life. I met him at the Institute for Functional Health about 10 years ago. Walked in there, and I was not functionally healthy at all. I don't know. I haven't gotten to where I want to be yet, but I'll tell you what, I'm a long way from where I was. I walked in there sweaty and sore. I was 300 pounds, limping. I didn't feel good, didn't look good, didn't like the way I felt and looked. He talked to me and said, changing your life isn't that hard. Now, keep in mind, this is before the semaglutides. It was before pills and shots, and I had failed in a variety of different ways, and I didn't think I could fix it. I didn't know if I could come around. Well, he told me to just give it a try, that he'd been successful with people like me, that a lot of it was mental. It wasn't just physical stuff. And by the way, it could be physical. So what we did is we had full tests. We evaluated how I was, who I was, how I got to where I was. And he put together a plan that I'm still on 10 years later. I'm down about 75, 80 pounds, continue to lose the weight. I feel better now than I did back then. And it has nothing to do with shots, has nothing to do with monthly bills and pills and all that. I just fixed myself, and Dr. Torres took me along the way. I want that for you. Call him right now. The number's 210-468-1891. He'd love to talk with you, and he'll explain to you why he's been so successful. Go to his website. It's iffhealth.com, a great resource. Listen, if it's time to lose weight, you don't want to get involved with an expensive program. You want to get involved with something that you can live with from now on. Call Dr. Torres. He'll change your life, and when he does, come on by and thank me later.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down!
It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat Is Right, only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Nigel, why is there a giant turkey standing on my desk?
That's Harold.
Well, then whisper these words, Nigel. Deep fried. From all of us at Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, we hope your Thanksgiving is filled with food, family, and fellowship. We couldn't ask for a better community to be a part of. So thank you, and happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 651-5899.
License number TACLA 141074EM16004.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe pork rinds at H-E-B.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You know, I make decisions every day, but the easiest ones I've been making for the last several weeks are Dak Prescott. The more Dak is riding the wave, and I've been with him on Prize Picks, and being right can get you paid, especially when you're doing it on the weekly. Prize Picks has everything you need to have some fun on all your favorite games. If you like winning, you like to know what you're doing, Prize Picks is your answer because you can do the research and you can go out and win. And it's so simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 players and you can get up to 2,000x on your money if you pick right. Now, they offer stacks is what I love. And you can pick the same player in up to 3 different venues and play them in the same lineup. And you can only find this at Prize Picks. That's why I go there every day. You want to know another reason? Alamo. Remember the code Alamo and you get $50 in lineups if you play your first $5 lineup. That's Alamo. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Macy's has Black Friday deals you can shop now. That means you're getting early access to our top holiday deals on gifts for everyone on your list, including you. Like select sweaters for just $19.99. This season's hottest shoes and boots, 40 to 50% off. And festive sheet sets from $7.99 to $17.99. So come into Macy's, beat the rush, and get your holiday shopping done early. Black Friday early access starts here at Macy's. Savings off select styles. Exclusions apply.
When it comes to results, the numbers speak for themselves. Thomas J. Henry secured over $1 billion for clients in the past 4 years and successfully represented thousands of injured Texans. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
With Progressive, you can reach customer service in the way that's easiest for you, by phone, app, or online. We know it would be great if we just magically appeared, but that's more of a genie thing, and we do insurance. But with us, you'd be like, well, it wasn't a genie, but it was great customer service, so that's nice. And sure, you probably would still like the whole 3 wishes thing, so if you meet a genie, you should definitely ask. But when you need us, contact Progressive by phone, app, or online. Just no genies. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Remember when they used to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? At Bank of America, we ask every day, what would you like the power to do? When you work here, you help build businesses, inspire communities, and forge legacies. And now we've raised our U.S. minimum wage to $25 an hour. So the opportunity to do more also comes with competitive pay. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/25. Bank of America. Proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
We know exactly what you're not thinking about right now. Wiper blades. But now that you are, take a moment to think about how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America. Why? Because Rain-X thinks about wiper blades all the time. We obsess, so you don't have to. Simply install our blades and then think about literally anything else. So choose Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blades, and then go back to not thinking about wiper blades. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
Guys, you can feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you you. Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. Visit a local Synergenics or Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded like other clinics. Experienced providers increase your testosterone to the level that is right for you. Discovered by most major insurance, affordable self-pay options are available. The best you is waiting. Book your free T-test at trtmvp.com.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Vámonos! Los Lonely Boys! Oh, imagine. What day of the week is that, Vic?
Hold on.
Look on the calendar. I want to know what day of the week that's going to fall on. Because we got a gift for you, man.
Back in the day, I had them perform in the studio.
A Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, get out of here.
I'll be there.
You want a Valentine's Day gift for your gal? You haven't made Valentine's Day plans yet? This is it.
Be a good show. I'm a fan.
Los Lonely Boys, Friday, February 13th at the Aztec, the day before Valentine's Day.
Friday the 13th?
Oh, what a day. What a night. You'll take her out? I am, yeah. I've never seen him live, though.
I had him in studio one time. It's been
that's
about
pretty
20
cool.
years, so yeah.
Yeah, you take your gal out to that. You get home, it's going to be...
It's before the... didn't they have a drummer... didn't the drummer get himself a little trouble? Didn't they have a...
I don't know. I don't worry about people's personal lives, Rob. I'm only here for the music.
Yeah. I'm here for the cheese, man. And the tacos. I'm here for the cheese, man. And the tacos.
All right, let's go caller.
Yeah, they had a drummer had a little kitty porn problem.
Oh, that's a bad problem.
Yeah, it's a bad one.
You can't. I mean,
a little one.
Well, I think he meant little kids.
Yeah, little. It's
yeah.
not good.
Yeah.
The drummer's had some issues.
Ooh. Wow. Is he out of the band?
I would like to think so.
I hope so. Yeah. That's one of those things you can't really come back from that.
No. Nope. No. But anyway,
I'm glad you never got into that stuff, Vic.
I'm glad that everybody.
You too, Rob. I'm glad you never got into that.
When you say stuff like that, that's like, have you stopped beating your wife, AJ?
I'm just saying you never got into it.
Never.
Got out of the military. Yeah, you stopped beating her.
Yeah, I'm glad neither one of you guys ever got into that. Ever. Let's go caller number 5. You'll go see Los Lonely Boys live February 13th at the Aztec Theater. Enjoy the show, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the show.
I'll be there.
Aaron Rodgers, after the game, here's what he had to say about himself. This is what Mike Tomlin said first. We as an offensive collective were off today, and certainly he's a component of that. I'll let him speak for himself, but we certainly got to be better. Didn't feel like they did anything unanticipated, but certainly they outperformed us, particularly in the possession down play. They said, how would you assess Aaron Rodgers' performance? And Tomlin said, how would you? Well, Aaron Rodgers says, this was not my best performance. I got to play better than this for us to win. Whatever it takes. If it's better checks, if it's better throws, whatever it is, I got to play better. I will. We got to play better on offense for sure, but this is part of the season. There's ebbs and flows. There's ups and downs, and we can't ride the wave.
Did you see the video of him? They have like lip readers of him cussing out his team on an interception. He was mad at the.
He blames everybody but himself.
You can see him cussing out the receiver.
He is a crumb bum.
You're a real crumb bum.
A real crumb bum.
I think, and it was one of those. Yeah, this is going to be a tough week for him because the film will show that the things that make him even just adequate aren't there. You know, there's the last couple of weeks he's done the last bit of his talent. He's handled adequately. He's doing the things that he used to be good at an adequate way. Those are gone yesterday. The scramble and throwing the dart, the decision making on third down, all of it was
And Aaron Rodgers, one of the best deep ball throwers of all time. 0 of 5 on passes of at least 15 yards down the field yesterday.
His releases were weird. It was just, I'm not putting the gravestone on the grave yet, but dude, that's what old quarterbacks look like. That's the kind of thing that I don't care how good you get, if you can't drive the ball 15 yards downfield to a receiver that is desperately waiting on the ball. You can see him a couple of times waiting for him because they had broken open and he couldn't get him the ball because of velocity, because of force. That's what puts you on the bench.
Yep, and the getting sacked for a safety.
No.
Like everything that could have gone wrong went wrong for him. Yeah. He's just a bad player now, and like anybody, it's not necessarily. I don't blame him all that much. I blame the people who thought that Aaron Rodgers would be the exception to the rule. That a 40-year-old quarterback coming off an Achilles surgery, he'll be okay. No, like what. In the history, in the annals of time, there's been one quarterback over 40 who's been useful.
Well, we've only had two.
Who's the other one?
Kenny Stabler.
Well, there was one that won what was his name? Blanda?
Theismann?
I don't think so.
Strock?
I don't think so. I think it's Tom Brady.
Well, I mean, there's been other 40-year-old. There was one other that won a playoff. Something weird. But anyway, no, it's only Brady. You're right. I mean, and to rely on Aaron is crazy. But two coaches of merit have watched him practice and said, yes, he's a workout warrior, but it's not in the games anymore.
Because the game is so much faster than practice.
The workouts are still there. He has convinced two coaches over the last couple of years that in his workouts, he's the best quarterback I got. But
I mean, it's desperation also. And I'll be honest, if you put Aaron Rodgers and Justin Fields next to each other, it makes sense how you go, oh.
Right. But at some point, Tomlin fooled himself.
Yeah.
At some point, that workout was not going to translate, and now we're seeing it. And some of it is just degradation of skill, but others, it's film. Now we know exactly what he can and can't do, and we're not going to let him do that.
And maybe we're underselling what the Chargers did. LA deserves some credit. That was an incredible defensive performance. Khalil Mack looked like vintage Khalil Mack. But yeah, he's just washed. It's completely done.
Well,
and now
don't turn around. Don't look behind you because
the Ravens
are gaining.
Oh, they're coming. And now the good news is Pittsburgh is home against the Bengals next week, and that playing that Bengals defense might cure what ails old Aaron Rodgers here. He might look great for a week.
Yeah.
In fact, hell, the next three defenses he plays, he might look good. Bengals, Bears, Bills.
Well, be careful of film.
Yeah.
I think as we're into this season, we can see exactly what is and isn't there. And I think we're going to see more of them defensive coordinators putting him in situations to where it's going to be very difficult to be successful.
After a 4-1 start, the Steelers now sit at 5-4. And like you said, the Ravens rapidly approaching in the rear view mirror.
All things considered, it is a remarkable year that Tomlin's actually got a winning record.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? At the end of the year, we're going to really look at this as a turning point season for Pittsburgh because they're not going to make the playoffs, and I think they're going to lose 2 or 3 or 4 in a row at some point if they aren't in the middle of it now.
Dude, and that's the other thing. They've got some wins that you go,
how?
What?
Exactly. So
think about these wins. They won at New England,
which turns out to be a hell of a win.
They beat the Vikings. They beat the Colts. Like the Patriots and Colts Colts Broncos are tied for the best record in the NFL. The Patriots and Colts, they beat both of those teams.
That's Tomlin. So we're going to look back on this, and it's going to look poorly on Tomlin because of just the record isn't going to look good, but some of the wins there are a testament to just the Steeler way.
Yeah,
and that might be enough to kind of to make this landing soft as they go look for and finally get another quarterback.
But they also lost to the Bengals, so
and they'll probably lose again.
Yeah, well, they've got them again this week, so we shall see. All right, let's take a break. Let's get into some Spurs on the other side, Bubba. How about that? The Spurs, if you were having doubts about them coming into the weekend, maybe you feel a little bit better.
Dude, this is I think I'm a lot like a lot of old-time Spurs fans who don't want to start planning for when I'm going to the playoffs, which playoff series I'm going to go to. But this is a really, really good basketball team.
They are strong. We'll talk about them coming up on the other side. Now I'm going to tell you about Underdog. That's right. And you want to get on the action with Underdog? You want to get into one of those Spurs games? No better place to do it than with Underdog. It is so easy to get into, man. You pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on their stats. Points, rebounds, steals, whatever it is, blocks. You may notice there's a guy here who blocks a lot of shots. And if you're right, you could win up to 5,000 times your money. How crazy is that? 5,000 times your cash you could win just by getting those stats right at Underdog. Spurs in Chicago tonight. I'll tell you what, I'm going to be looking at De'Aaron Fox assists higher again. De'Aaron Fox looks like he's the truth. And you know what? I think maybe a sneaky play, Rob? How about Steph Castle lower on turnovers? Now that he's not being asked to handle the ball, a guy whose year-long numbers might say he's pretty turnover-prone. Well, when he's not handling the ball, maybe he'll turn it over a little bit less. So I'm going to go lower on that one. Download the app today. Use promo code ALAMO. Score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like a new trouble spot northwest side. I-10 westbound at Crossroads. An accident. It's off to the shoulder. Starting to slow down on 410 northbound Calabria up to I-10. And then 410 northbound South WW White over to 35. On 1604 northbound from Calabria to Houseman. That's starting to slow down. And this ongoing road work downtown has you stop and go. 35 upper level. Northbound I-10 to McCullough with 2 right lanes closed. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by IHOP. Introducing the IHOP Value Menu, where all your breakfast faves are just $6 each every day. Where else can you get a big filling sit-down breakfast for only $6? Go to your happy plates with the $6 IHOP Value Menu. Available every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing. Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
Stay warm and save money this winter with a heater tune-up from Right Home Services. Their expert techs make sure your system runs efficiently and safely. Call 210-444-0000 or visit righthomeservices.com. Get it done right.
The right stuff.
It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall, beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees, confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-888-5226. 800-888-5226. 800-888-5226.
Right now at Wendy's, you can get a small Frosty for $1. And literally everyone is going. The car behind you, going to get a $1 Frosty. The car ahead of you, already had one, going for a second. The person who cut you off earlier, you guessed it, $1 Frosty. Maybe it's all a sign for you to go get one. Just don't cut anyone off. No one likes that person. The iconic Frosty for $1, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Not valid in a combo. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, California, and via third-party delivery.
It's the season to come together over your holiday favorites at Starbucks. Warm up with a creamy caramel brulee latte. Get festive with an iced gingerbread chai. Or share a velvety peppermint mocha. Together is the best place to be at Starbucks.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
Brian Schottenheimer, good morning, Coach.
Hey, what's up, guys? I got to say, it was a weird transition for me to come on to the show and hear a bunch of moaning, and then I heard moaning and manning and all these things. It was really kind of weird. Edwin didn't prepare me for that.
Moaning? Coach, tell him. Can you tell the audience you've got no interest in drafting Arch Manning in the upcoming draft?
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game. Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz, and you're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hall of Famers.
Yes, sir.
Outcast.
I saw him the other day at the Spurs game.
People make the club get crunk.
I saw Andre. He was at the Spurs game.
Oh, was he really?
Well, I didn't realize it was dress-up night.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. On Halloween.
I was like, hey, there's Andre 3000 right there.
Man, they're really
That's
dressing up.
all I could think was, yo, brother, you know you're coming to a basketball game.
That's funny.
Like, oh, wait a minute. There's Frankenstein. Never mind.
The Spurs now sitting at 7-2. 7-2, which is the second best record in the Western Conference. They are the current 2 seed in the Western Conference. How about that? 9 games into the season.
They're winning in different ways. They're winning slow. They're winning fast. They're coming from behind. They're holding. They've won in these 7 games in 3 or 4 different ways. They've come from behind. They've done some really interesting and really good things, man. I just keep trying to find a flaw.
They survived the Rockets game. They handled the Rockets, quite frankly, but I was surprised that the score was as much of a blowout as it was, because you look at it and it was 5 more turnovers from Castle, 4 more turnovers from Wemby. It was, a bad ball security night, but
cavalry was coming.
But it was also bad ball security for the Rockets, and we talked about that. Neither one of those teams had a point guard, and KD came through with a nice 8 turnover night. 8 turnovers for KD.
I forget his name, little point guard that the Rockets drafted last year from Kentucky. Is easily forgotten because he's got a very forgettable game. He's terrible, man.
Reed Shepherd.
Yes, Shepherd.
He's easily forgotten because he doesn't get on the floor very much.
Man, oh man.
But he's got one job, and shoot threes.
Well, I mean for where they drafted him and the situation they find themselves, if they'd have drafted appropriately, if they'd have gotten a different guard, they'd be in a different boat right now.
Yeah, maybe so. The last game against the Pelicans, which was not as first of all, the Pelicans stink. You're supposed to beat them, and they didn't really blow them out. But I saw some things that give me real excitement. First of all, welcome back, De'Aaron Fox.
Everything we said is true.
Anybody who thought De'Aaron Fox, we don't need De'Aaron Fox, blah, 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 blah. De'Aaron Fox running, over half an hour at the point and having, what do you have, 1 or 2 turnovers?
1 or 2 turnovers. Everybody playing well around him is just pretty.
And the best thing that it did was it let Steph Castle
go get buckets,
do his thing.
Go get buckets, just shoot.
I liked it. I like I don't like Wemby taking 9 3-pointers.
Well, some of those were kicks from De'Aaron. I mean, some of those were, De'Aaron having the gravity and pulling guys into the paint and a kick to the corner or a kick to the back. So some of those are a product of De'Aaron, but no, that's not a sustainable thing. But it was also that kind of game. I mean, the 18-18, holy cow, that was nonchalant. 18-18.
Yep. The Julian Champagny was the guy who was rendered to 6th man status with De'Aaron Fox coming into the lineup. So they ran out Wemby, Barnes, and then Devin, Fox, and Castle in the backcourt. Keldon, Champagny, and Sohan were those. I think that's going to be the.
I like it.
The main rotation, at least until some of these bigs get back.
Yeah, once Cornette gets back, that'll affect the big rotation. I think a fair amount. But
so did Olynyk not play because
I don't know. I don't know if it was a DNP, the CD, or due to injury. I didn't see him on the report.
Let's just say the start to the Olynyk era in San Antonio is not promising.
Well, the good news is Cornette's has been. So
yeah,
but
when he's been on the floor.
So, but you're exactly right. And some of this is you bring guys in not for gameplay but for practice to get your guys better. And maybe that's what Olynyk's here for. I don't know, but he just seems slow. But the fact New Orleans wasn't good, they weren't, and the Spurs treated them as such. This was a nonchalant, we're a better basketball team than you are, and we are going to execute our way through this. And they did.
Well, we got ourselves a good one on paper, at least tonight, with the Chicago Bulls in Chicago. The Spurs, 3.5-point favorites, which tells me that
no Josh Giddey.
Okay, there's no somebody playing for the Bulls. If it's Josh Giddey, that's a big deal. He's their leading scorer. I would think Buzelis and Giddey are probably the only two guys who will move the needle for them.
They're
like
a surprising team.
They
Other
really
than the
are.
Spurs, they don't have quite the success with the Spurs, but they've won 4 or 5 games there that I don't think a lot of teams thought they were going to win early. So
I'll be honest. I thought I thought the Bulls were going to be one of the worst teams in the league this year.
Buzelis and Giddey, good.
Sitting at 6-3, and their only losses: Cavs, Bucks, at the Cavs, at the Bucks, at the Knicks. The 3 favorites in the Eastern Conference. Right. That's their 3 losses this season. I'd say that's pretty good.
And then they get this one in 4 straight homers. So this team is and you start stacking these wins, it gets a whole lot easier in March and April, man, or February and March.
Yep.
2 losses. I mean, this is a very, very good basketball team that's only going to get better, and they still have not had a full complement.
Still haven't had everybody out there at once. But again, I think that bringing Fox back tells me, Dylan Harper, you take your sweet time, Bubba. Do no rush here. No, you get healthy, and then when you think you're healthy, take another week.
I keep trying to find fault. I keep trying to find where. Keldon has been miraculous off the bench. Champagne has accepted his role and hit shots. Harrison Barnes has been a revelation.
Barnes is
Has
awesome.
He missed in the last week?
I don't know.
He's phenomenal basketball.
He's one of the most underappreciated players in the NBA, I think.
And
for what he does on this team.
And getting a long line of dudes that have showed up in San Antonio with just enough in the tank to get really, really good again, to rehab themselves. And there's been so many dudes that have come through. You're the next Boris Diaw. We can name the dudes that have been here and done this, and you're doing it again.
But so vital for a team that they got a million guys who can score. They have 2 guys who play defense, and Harrison's one of them. As far as on-ball defense, he's pretty much the only one.
He is the designated small forward and bigger stopper, for sure.
Yep. Just a super valuable piece. I like the Spurs tonight. It's going on the road is going to be tough, but
there's only 2 or 3 teams now where we're start looking at where they're legitimate underdogs at home, and probably 4 or 5 where they're legitimate underdogs on the road. I mean, that from the product we've seen, they're that good.
Yeah. I'm curious what the lines will be like on Wednesday and Friday. Although I guess Wednesday's performance will probably let you know about Friday. But they've got back-to-back home games against the Golden State Warriors, who are another.
They're good. Now
team.
Steph's been hurt, and without him, they ain't much. But with him,
yeah. So, but this game tonight is a good, and that's the other thing. Important to remember, the Spurs on the road have looked vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Both their losses were on the road. The overtime game against the Pelicans that they could have very easily lost was on the road. So
the difference being De'Aaron Fox. And he said it.
Yes.
I'm kind of good at this basketball thing, and they brought me here to teach them to win games.
Yeah. I think that's going to be the difference tonight. So I like the Spurs to get the job done tonight in Chicago. And again, I think Chicago's a good team. This could be if they do pull this off, this would be one of their better wins of the season so far. I think outside of the Rockets win, probably be their best win of the season.
Watching De'Aaron play yesterday, no matter how fast you think he is, he's faster.
He's fast? I think he's the fastest guy in the NBA.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and this is him coming off injury.
You say, yeah, I'm rusty. A rusty 24. He was in the paint whenever he wanted. He could get to 2 feet to the basket no matter when.
Watching that game, watching what Fox can do, and now just thinking about what we've seen out of Dylan Harper, it really does. It raises the ceiling of this team to a point where
this is feeling like Cleveland looked last year.
Yeah,
just stacking win after win after win after win, and then Christmas you go, Cleveland is 17-2. You're like, how did they get this good? And by the metrics, when you do that, you go to the championship. Now they didn't, but by the metrics, up until Cleveland, you do what they're doing. That's a championship-worthy team.
Yep,
I don't want to go there. We're not there. But
play it slow.
Looks good.
Play it slow. All right, we got more tickets to give away. I want to talk Eagles-Packers on the other side. We'll do that coming up next. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Riding the work with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. It's the Morning Huddle, KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Need better sleep? Score huge deals on your perfect bed at Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Stop in today and let the sleep experts find the right upgrade for your unique needs. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
Davis Law Firm secures important verdicts and settlements for Texans hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck. Many in the millions of dollars. No case is too big or too small. And remember, there's no fee unless we win. So if you want more, call the Fours. Davis Law Firm San Antonio, 444-4444.
Nigel, why is there a giant turkey standing on my desk?
That's Harold.
Well, then whisper these words, Nigel. Deep fried. From all of us at Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, we hope your Thanksgiving is filled with food, family, and fellowship. We couldn't ask for a better community to be a part of. So thank you, and happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 651-5899.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
Guys, you can feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you you. Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. Visit a local Synergenics or Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded like other clinics. Experienced providers increase your testosterone to the level that is right for you. Discovered by most major insurance, affordable self-pay options are available. The best you is waiting. Book your free T-test at trtmvp.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, Your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected. Your floor mats are cleaned and delivered. And your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working an accident on 37 northbound just before you get to Hot Wells, southeast side of town, left lane blocked. Now, it's going to take you about 30 minutes travel time, 1604 westbound I-10 to 281, as pretty much most all our major freeway systems are filling in, slowing down. Delays 281 southbound Bassey to 35, and 35 northbound 410 to 1604, also rolling a bit slowly. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NFL, the Houston Texans erased a 19-point fourth-quarter deficit to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 36-29, improving their record to 4-5 on the year. Tonight on Monday Night Football, we have the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field. Kickoff set for 7:15. It's a game you can catch live on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star pregame at 6 o'clock. In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs beat New Orleans on Saturday, improving to 7-2 on the year as De'Aaron Fox made his season debut with 24 points. They return to action tonight against Chicago. Tip-off set for 7. In college football, Texas A&M remained number 3 in the country. Texas Tech moved up to 8th, and Texas moved up to 10th. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I swear I'm pushing my button.
That's what she said.
Are you in charge of my button in there, Vic, or am I?
That's what she said.
No, you are. Well, I can, but I don't touch it. I
don't touch your button. Huh. You touch your own.
Do you have me pulled down during the breaks? Like when I come back on, but like when the music starts, I'm back on, right?
Yeah, I have got a habit of doing that already.
This button is
Uh-oh.
Just saying. Just saying.
It's a poor craftsman that blames his tools.
You know what, Robert?
That's what my dad says to me. My dad.
Your dad who almost died changing a tire?
I don't even want to get into the contraption my father put together this weekend.
All balancing on a fork.
I'm telling you.
But it made for, it's the easiest Christmas gift you'll ever buy. You know exactly what he needs.
Oh, man, you know it.
Because it's
careful, or it might be a full body cast.
It's one or the other. You're either buying him a jack for his truck or a casket. You need I would consider the truck jack.
And,
yeah, that's cheaper.
To fix the problem, I might require that myself.
Yeah, that is a.
I'm going to send you a picture of what my father has done.
I cannot wait.
I cannot wait. What hillbilly town is he from?
All right. Monday Night Football. Normally the standalone games are kind of lame lately, but I think we got a good one tonight here.
It panned out.
With the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles.
This is one of those games where if you said, argue why this team will win, I could choose both sides.
I think so. Yeah, I think you can make a good case for both teams. I think that maybe the Eagles are being a little undervalued now. But
I don't know what to value the Packers. I can tell you
the Packers are a really confusing team. Like the Eagles always win in ways that's like it looks ugly. It's just I don't know how they're as good as they are, but they've done it for long enough that I'm like I have accepted it.
And Green Bay only wins pretty. You know, if they're clicking, they're going to kick your ass. But if they're not, it's ugly.
Yeah, I've seen some and. If Jordan Love is one of these guys where I don't know if he's good or not. Like, if you say, like you've asked most people, you say, is Jordan Love good? They go, oh, yeah, Jordan Love's good. Because why? Well, because I've heard he's good.
Yeah,
the quarterback of the Packers. Won some football games, yeah. When I watch him, I say, this guy's good?
Well, 2 times this year, he was spectacular. 2 times I've seen Green Bay play twice. And 2 times this year, I thought they were as good as anybody in the NFL. And then I've seen 3 or 4 games that they were the the photo negative of that team, just not even close. So I think that sums up the Packers, and I also think it sums up Jordan Love. I think he's good.
Well, he didn't look good against the Carolina Panthers last week, and that certainly. I guess the other game they lost was to Cleveland, and it was at Cleveland, and anybody going to play at Cleveland, it's going to be hard to score.
Yeah, I will give him that. And again, this Cleveland team isn't the Cleveland team they lost to.
But he got sacked 5 times, and in Cleveland's defense, by the way, is 13 points per game better at home than they are on the road. I'll give him, but getting beat at home by the Panthers is a bad look, and it was pretty much his fault. He didn't do anything.
So can that team outscore Philadelphia? I mean, because I don't think that it's going to take a lot. I don't think Philadelphia's got more than about 24 points in them, just because that's the way they play.
Yeah.
So can Green Bay put together a game plan and score in short enough bursts? Because Philly's going to hold the ball. They're going to drive 8-9 minutes. Do they have the kind of offense, the short burst offense that there's going to be required to go get 28, 30 points? On their good nights, I have no doubt. The last team I saw, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to get a feel for both these teams. And this line is close.
What's the weather? Is it going to be any wet? See, that to me favors Philly. I mean,
I
they
think
just
so, too.
pound it down the field. I want Green Bay to win this football game. I think the NFL will be better if Green Bay wins this football game, because I don't think that Philadelphia is what they think they are, or a lot of people think they are, but I don't think they're as bad as some people think they are. So, but I want Green Bay to put some fear into this NFC, because I think if Green Bay wins this, the power struggle in the NFC gets so much better because of the 3 other teams that we saw be successful. I think it'll pull me to where I think they should be. I'm not sure where Philadelphia is in the top 4 in the NFC.
I think the other thing that happened last week that is not being talked about a lot, because he's not a super brand name guy, but I think Tucker Kraft might have been the most important piece of the Packers offense.
Why? Just because
he was the go-to guy for Jordan Love.
He allowed the receivers to get deep.
He allows the Packers to get away with having bummy-ass wide receivers.
So, but he's done, though, brother.
He's done for the
year.
year.
So what does that say?
I don't think it's promising, especially trying to break in your offense now without that guy against a pretty good defense in Philly. And the other thing, the Eagles coming off a bye. So, to me, everything lines up for the Eagles in this game. I like the Eagles tonight. I think they get the job done.
What do you see the score? Low?
Oh, yeah. I'll go 20-13.
That's about where I see it, especially with some weather produced. But, this is one of those games where with the way that they can scheme, the way that Green Bay's LaFleur has a penchant for good game plans in big games. So given the time, I'd like to see Green Bay have a chance. I'd like to see them go win this football game. I think they've certainly got the skill set to do it. And if we get the good Jordan Love, they will do it. And then I think that puts the NFC in a pretty good perspective. I think if Philly should lose, then I think what I believe is true, that I think the 2 best teams in the NFC are actually the Rams,
NFC West.
Yeah, the Rams and Seattle.
I
don't think Philadelphia is there, and I think this will provide some clarity and kind of give me the picture that I expect to see in the second half of the season, that Philly's going to be chasing the other 2 best teams in the NFC, and are probably going to be on the road for their first playoff game.
The other thing to consider, the other reason why I like the Eagles tonight, Rico Dowdle just ran for 130 yards on the Packers, and now Saquon Barkley's coming into town off of a bye. That is a terrifying thought. I think that the Eagles are going to run the ball a ton tonight.
It's been a little of this, a little of that. We've had good Saquon, we've had absent Saquon. We've had good AJ Brown, and we've had angry, I'm tweeting weird stuff, AJ Brown.
Yeah,
if they can put them all together, then Philadelphia will maybe kind of jump themselves into that group of 2 that I think is kind of head and shoulders. But I'm not sure yet. You got to sell me on it.
Yeah, both the Packers and Eagles have been favored in every game this season.
Wow. See, that's a testament to the Eagles, and that's also a strange – that just tells us we have no idea about Green Bay because in some of those games they were favored. They got their ass kicked.
Yeah,
you know,
losing as 13-point home favorites to the Carolina Panthers will do that. That's the biggest upset of the year. And it's a team, but I will say they're a team that plays to their opponent level. Like the Packers, if there's a good team out there, they seem to play better.
Twice this year. Like I said, twice this year I finished the game going, I don't know who's better. They're that good, at least offensively with a combo of defense. They can run it when effective. That's a good football team, but then there's been games where they look like Jacksonville, like the game we just talked about with Carolina. It could be I want them to beat Philadelphia. I think it'll give them a little bit in the NFC Central, and it'll put the Philadelphia Eagle fan on notice that we ain't that good, and we're going to have to really punch ourselves through in the second half of the season to get ourselves in a position to win because they can't win on the road against one of those teams. I don't think so.
And I hear a lot about, the Packers offense, but here's the thing. The Packers, the offenses that they're putting up, or the defenses they're putting these big numbers up against, 35 against Pittsburgh, who until the last 2 weeks was an absolute corpse on defense.
And now
27 on Arizona, 27 on Cincinnati, 40 on Dallas, 27 on Washington. These are like the worst defenses in the NFL that they put up these points on. And then when they play Cleveland, 10. They play Carolina, 13. I don't know that.
You just, over this last 5 minutes, AJ, I have slowly been talked into this. This is Philadelphia's game to lose because the more I think about how important Kraft was, how important offensively he has been. I know in the games where I consider them that good, Kraft played a huge role in those games. So his absence is really going to be a test to see if they can, in fact, find a run game. They're not going to find it in their tight end as far as short passing game. They're going to be able to run the football, and I don't know if they can do that against Philly.
Let's see the forecast for tonight. We are looking at 25 degrees and 11-mile-an-hour winds.
So balmy for
10% chance of precipitation in Green Bay. So, to me, the game just favors the Eagles. The spot favors the Eagles coming off the bye, and quite frankly, I'm just not convinced that the Green Bay Packers deserve to be favored. I'm not the biggest Eagles guy, but I'm not convinced that the Packers should be favored over the Eagles, even at home. I don't know that that's the case, given what I've seen this Packers team, the roller coaster that I've seen them be. The fact that they tied Dallas,
that means nothing.
That's not a good look.
No, it's a terrible look. But sometimes Dallas doesn't look half bad. So it means nothing to me. Any game against Dallas, good or bad, because I don't know what was going on with Dallas in those particular games.
I mean, look at Arizona. A week ago, Arizona looked like the kings of the world, and then yesterday they looked like they
destroyed. And some of that
should have been relegated.
I think that some of that was them patting themselves on the back and thinking, "Hey, we beat the Cowboys." That meant nothing, man. That means nothing.
Yeah. Well, I think a couple quick defensive touchdowns will also turn a game around in a hurry. But yeah, give me the Eagles tonight. Like I said, ugly game, but I just think that I'm with you. I think the 49ers and the Rams and Seahawks are the cream of the NFC right now. I think the Eagles are a notch behind them, regardless of the outcome tonight. I think the Eagles are there in that Lions.
Where's Detroit? Okay,
Lions Bucks. Like I think Eagles, Lions, Bucks are kind of that second tier. 49ers maybe.
I put Detroit a little bit closer than the Eagles, but those three are certainly the under echelon. But all three of those teams, or four of those teams, could win a Super Bowl. I don't have any hesitation saying if Seattle continues to play the way that they're playing, just like the Colts on the other side on the AFC, they're playing like Super Bowl teams, and that doesn't mean 6 weeks from now they will be, but right now, shoot.
Maybe in my head, I'm always like, can this quarterback win a Super Bowl?
Well,
and you know what?
Discounts.
Until last year, I would have said no about Jalen Hurts. So here I sit, but I don't know if I'm ready to say yes about Sam Darnold yet. I know Matt Stafford can win one. I'm certain of it.
Absolutely.
I think
this team is probably better than the Rams team, other than Aaron Donald that he won one with.
And the defense looks really good, too. I don't know that I can go with – I still don't know if Jared Goff can win a Super Bowl. I don't know if he's that dude. But and I don't know if Baker Mayfield's that dude. So
for entirely different reasons. But, yeah, you're right.
It's just – I mean, I feel like Jared Goff can't step his game up high enough.
Yeah.
And I feel like Baker Mayfield will do some bonehead thing at the wrong time. But we'll see, man. Big game tonight. Big game for NFC standings as well. All right, let's take a break. I want to talk about Brian Kelly on the other side. I don't know if you've seen the latest on Brian Kelly. LSU's running into some problems getting rid of this guy. We'll talk about that next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Monday night at 7:15 p.m. After a bye week, the Cowboys are center stage on Monday Night Football for the second time this month. This time in Sin City, taking on the Las Vegas Raiders at Allegiant Stadium. Pre-game at 6. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
More fiber and laxatives, eh?
Who are you?
I'm future you.
Future me?
Constipation with belly pain still coming back? Our doctor figured it out. It's irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio representing people and families who've been injured in traffic collisions since 1994. The reason it's important to call me as soon as possible is the number of tricks and mistakes you can make, even up to talking to insurance companies, which I'm going to tell you not to do. And also some of the billing practices at our local hospitals. And over the last year, I've seen more and more of this, where hospitals are asking patients to assign benefits they do not have to assign, all in an effort to get more money to the hospital than they would receive if all you used was your health insurance. When you call, I will give you your options. We'll talk about your case. And all of that is free of charge. If you or a family member has been injured in a traffic accident, whether car, commercial truck, motorcycle, I want you to call me as soon as possible after the collision. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or go to my website at alawyerforus.com.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
With Progressive, you can reach customer service in the way that's easiest for you, by phone, app, or online. We know it would be great if we just magically appeared, but that's more of a genie thing, and we do insurance. But with us, you'd be like, well, it wasn't a genie, but it was great customer service, so that's nice. And sure, you probably would still like the whole 3 wishes thing, so if you meet a genie, you should definitely ask. But when you need us, contact Progressive by phone, app, or online. Just no genies. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-888-5226. 800-888-5226. 800-888-5226.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Jack White and the White Stripes.
What if his name was Jack Black?
Well, Jack Black also in a band.
Yes.
What's his band called? Jack Black's band?
I don't
remember.
That's a Brigade Bar question. It's the
Tenacious D.
That's it, Tenacious D.
Yeah.
I was going to say Mighty D.
Mighty D.
Well, Jack White is white.
Yeah.
Like, strangely white.
Oh, yes.
Like geisha
like
white.
a ghost.
Yeah,
yes.
albino white.
So, Jack Black.
But also white.
I know.
That's very confusing.
I have questions. I'm just curious.
Okay.
Very confusing.
There's no answers.
What about Bobby Brown?
See, get it? See?
Sammy Sosa?
Well,
that's not, Sosa's not a color.
Well, not anymore.
Tom Green.
Yeah. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Red Fox.
See, look.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of red.
Little bit.
He worked blue.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Draymond Green.
Draymond
Green, yeah. That's right. Well, Draymond Green and Tom Green,
very different things.
Brothers, even. Like,
Right?
you know, can't even tell the difference between the two guys. Can't tell the difference.
Draymond.
Brian Kelly, not a color, but he's fighting for his green. I can tell you that. Brian Kelly, and I'll be honest, I think this is very smart of him. The offers, the financial settlement offers from LSU have now been rejected, and his attorneys have given LSU officials a Monday deadline to confirm in writing that they're going to pay him the $54 million he's owed under the terms of his contract. He is not willing to he's not worried about how LSU fan feels about him long term. He's like, yeah, I'm taking every penny you owe me, which he gets paid out 90% of his deal. That adds up to $54 million, saying that he was fired without cause. He would be owed 90% of his remaining compensation, and that will be in monthly payments through 2031, minus any future salary he receives in coaching.
The mitigation clause. Yeah.
And you and I were talking about it. It doesn't appear that Brian Kelly's like a hot name for a big coaching job. Brian Kelly may never coach again. Brian Kelly may retire.
It'll be a minute.
And it would behoove him to take every penny possible, because that might be like the rest of your life. Now, if you can't live the rest of your life on $54 million, we got real problems. But
so what would you do if you're LSU? You fired this guy for cause, and by what I'm hearing from everybody that was inside the bubble, they hated this dude. Have you heard Booger McFarland just kill Brian Kelly? So everybody involved hates this guy. He knows it. But if you're LSU, do you say, screw you, sue me? Because it's $54 million. I mean, even if we mitigate it and it turns into – because I've seen they've gone up to $30 million cash. They've gone up to a $30 million lump with no mitigation, and Kelly has still said no.
That tells me that he doesn't want to coach again.
Well, he doesn't want to coach again. And
or at least not at big-time football.
Well, it also tells me that contract's pretty ironclad, that unless they can find some dirt on him, which might be the next step if I'm LSU, like, all right, we'll go to trial. I'm probably going to lose, but it gives me 6 months to figure out what we're going to do. I think his representation feels pretty comfortable that we're going to get every freaking penny from this group, and they probably will. I just wonder if LSU just for the, what do we got to lose? Worst case scenario is I have to pay all this. Best case scenario is I put this off for a couple years.
I think if I'm Brian Kelly, I do the math and I say, okay, do I ever want to coach again? If the answer is yes,
I think he'll land someplace like a Liberty. He'll land as He might land back at Cincinnati, but he's going to take the requisite fall. He's not going to come back to a Tier 1 program anytime soon.
Okay, so what kind of a salary then are we talking?
Oh, if he gets $3 million, that'll be a lucky grab.
Okay, so let's say he gets a 5-year, $3 million deal, so $15 million. I'd say I'll take $40 million with no mitigation. And that'll be that's a fair deal.
I would,
because then at least I'm coming up. But I am not going to take a penny less than $54 million over the long haul.
Now you start looking at the quality of your lawyer and the time you have. How much time you want to spend on this, and how comfortable do you feel with the X's and O's your attorney are giving you? Because I feel like if the contract's written to the extent that the agent did his job, you're going to have to pay him.
It certainly appears that way.
Anything other than that is out of the kindness of my heart.
But I'll be honest, I think you can get more than $3 million a year. Because
I say that,
but I mean, so for obviously he wouldn't take this job.
Larry Coker landed right here, brother. This is an ideal. This is what I'm talking about.
Mean this, so I was just thinking of the Houston Cougars job. Right?
That's the kind of level I'm talking about.
Willie Fritz right now is getting $4.5 million a year. I think he could certainly get $4.5 million.
Yeah, I think $4.5 would be the upper edge. But we're talking about rehab. But like Larry Coker landed here, all you need is one happy alumni that loves you, and you'll get paid what you want. You know, so doesn't mean he won't get it. But I just think the level of job, Houston would be the high end of where Brian Kelly is going to coach next.
You don't think Oklahoma State would take Brian Kelly?
I think if I'm an alumni and if I'm part of the Oklahoma State administration, I figure and I look at him and I go, why did he fail at LSU? Primarily, it was a clash of personalities. He cannot coach in the South. He ain't gonna be able to recruit. His players aren't gonna like him. He's a Midwestern Yankee, and it didn't translate. No.
Virginia Tech?
That might be a little bit more appropriate. That would be another high-end gig, but that would probably be the level that if I was looking, I would look for something like that, but nothing. I'd interview a lot of dudes before I hired him, I'll tell you that.
What about Stanford?
No.
Okay. A guy who's had some success at Notre Dame,
he did,
remember?
But he doesn't. I think
the
Notre
academic
Dame
stuff is not a
I'm not sure he can coach West Coast guys either. I'm serious, man. The more you see him talking, he's got a very unique mentality. That
he'll change his accent. Man. That's what he does.
And Stanford might be a good place to land, but I don't think he and Kelly are either one of us good for each other. I don't think he's good for Stanford. I don't think Stanford's good for him.
Probably not. But also, I think Brian Kelly. One thing I'll say about, and the one thing about Stanford is, I don't know that you need to recruit West Coast kids for Stanford, because Stanford kids are more like, it's not like USC.
Yeah, I was thinking more about the laid-back, brainy types, the kind of the California attitude that seems to be this pervades Stanford.
But he does seem like he's got a Midwest thing to him.
Go to Northwestern, man. Go to some place that grades matter and smart guys will come and do smart things for you. You're not going to dumb down you're not going to hold talent back. I think he limits talent. I don't think he provides the free form that LSU requires.
Maybe after Wisconsin fires Luke Fickell.
I'm not kidding. That's the fit. Those schools, teams that you're not going to get the best athletes, but you're going to get some smart ones.
You know what I think his highest aspiration should be is assuming that Matt Rule
Nebraska
moves up a job. Nebraska for Brian Kelly would be a perfect landing spot.
I think he coaches talent up, but I think he limits great talent. I think he holds it back.
Yeah, so I think Wisconsin, Nebraska is like the best kind of job that he could hope for.
But even that's years away. He's too stinky now.
You think so?
Yeah, man. This was an abject failure. And then if you're the AD, you go, you know how he got this job? Let's think back to how he got this gig. I mean, it was behind the scenes, kind of duplicitous. He was recruiting for Notre Dame and signing the contract for LSU at the same time. I don't trust him. I don't like what he did to this program, to a very recent national champion that is a disgrace right now. It's going to take a minute or two.
Think about this. We're saying an abject failure. His seasons at LSU, 10-4. Won the Western Conference or Western Division of the SEC, won a bowl game, won the Citrus Bowl. 10-3, won a bowl game. 9-4.
What bowl game?
The ReliaQuest Bowl. 9-4, won a bowl game, and then 5-3 fired. In 4 years or 3.5 years, 34-14 in the SEC.
In a lot of schools, that'd be
and
enough.
It's an abject failure, we're saying.
An
abject
It was
failure.
an abject failure. They ran him out on a rail. They never liked him. They put up with him. They allowed him when he won, because he won a couple of big games, but the losses were ridiculously awful. The losses were, I mean, what you just described was A&M. You know what I mean? You just described A&M. And the losses were terrible. I mean, A&M, there are a lot of wins in there, but the losses were so bad they outweighed anything positive. Jimbo didn't have a terrible record, but the losses were so bad that they outweighed all the wins by far. And then when you combine that with, I just don't like the guy.
I think that's what it mostly boiled down to.
I just don't like him on top of that. So we're losing bad games. We're losing awfully, and I don't like you.
Yeah, I think that's what it mostly boiled down to, was he wasn't a likable character, and that ended up costing him his job. But all the more reason to take every damn dollar you can get.
I think they know, and you don't take this kind of stance with an institution that can bide its time. They can go hire a bunch of lawyers and stall this for 10 years if we really want to.
All right, how about this? We've got some tickets to give away. Descendants and Frank Turner, the U.S. Tour 2026, live February 28th at the Aztec. Got 2 tickets for that. Let's go with caller number 3. You'll go see the Descendants and Frank Turner live at the Aztec Theater. On the other side, we're going to play a little game called The Stat is Right. Oh, you thought we forgot, did you? You thought we forgot. The Stat is Right coming up next. And a little segment we call Losers. We got plenty of stuff to do. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Have you been thinking about a pretty new tractor to park out in that barn? Have you been thinking about getting a tractor to do that thing that you've been wanting to get done forever? To go clear that land, to go get that garden started, to go get what needs to be done on your property? How does 84 months of time to take care of buying that tractor sound? That's what's going on at Ewald Kubota right now. If it's time to get the tractor, if you've been putting it off, waiting on the right place at the right time, it is now here, my friends. Head over to any of your South Texas Ewald Kubotas, and you are going to walk into deals like you have never seen. Kubota tractors, you can't beat an Ewald Kubota deal. And by the way, when I say you can't beat the deal, you can go make that deal. One of the great things about the way Ewald and John Ewald runs the company is if you've got a good offer, given the time, it's never going to be refused. And then 84-month financing, 0%, you're just not going to beat that. So if you've been waiting on the tractor, if you're going to upgrade and get what you need, head over and check them out. Everybody knows how good the Ewald tractors are, and now it's right in the realm of affordability. How about 0% in 36 months and up to $5,500 off on select construction equipment if you're getting down to business and it's time to buy that stuff? Go get it at Ewald. And if you're going to be renting, let me tell you about the rental service. You call them, that's one call. They're going to show up and bring what you need. They're going to make sure what you need is there on time, and it's always working. They know how valuable time is, and they're going to make sure they are a partner with you when you are building or doing some site work. And if it's time to rent or buy, you've got a partner in the business. That's Ewald Kubota. I'm so proud to talk about them. From the Texas coast to the Texas Hill Country, Ewald Kubota is certainly your Kubota dealer.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Working a few trouble spots. Let's start 37 northbound before Hotwell, southeast side of town. Accident now off to the shoulder. A little bit of stop and go from South Presa Street. On 281 southbound Tacoma, that wreck has been moved to the right shoulder, still causing about a 5-minute delay. It's got you slow from Winding Way. If you've got a flight out this morning, D. Howard Way, right at Airport Boulevard, getting reports of an accident. And I-10 eastbound Medical stall off to the shoulder. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time saver traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. At Progressive Insurance, you can keep your career moving forward with growth opportunities, great pay and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces. Go to careers.progressive.com and apply today. That's careers.progressive.com.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Energy slipping away, losing your edge? Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center offer a quick free T test. Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting at trtmvp.com.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You know, I make decisions every day, but the easiest ones I've been making for the last several weeks are Dak Prescott. The more Dak is riding the wave, and I've been with him on Prize Picks, and being right can get you paid, especially when you're doing it on the weekly. Prize Picks has everything you need to have some fun on all your favorite games. If you like winning, you like to know what you're doing, Prize Picks is your answer, because you can do the research and you can go out and win, and it's so simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least two players, and you can get up to 2,000x on your money if you pick a right. Now, they offer stacks is what I love, and you can pick the same player in up to 3 different venues and play them in the same lineup, and you can only find this at Prize Picks. That's why I go there every day. You want to know another reason? Alamo. Remember the code Alamo, and you get $50 in lineups if you play your first $5 lineup. That's Alamo. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Stay warm and save money this winter with a heater tune-up from Right Home Services. Their expert techs make sure your system runs efficiently and safely. Call 210-444-0000 or visit righthomeservices.com. Get it done right.
The right stuff.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio, and since 1994, I've been representing people and families seriously injured by negligent drivers. I think everyone knows that driving while using a cell phone, texting, posting videos is dangerous. Study after study shows that use of a cell phone like this is the same or worse than driving under the influence. Yet, many people insist on using their cell phones while driving. I've had many cases where my client was injured by one of these people because they chose to use their cell phone. Who are these people? You and I have both seen them, probably today. Men, women, old, young, minivan drivers, truck drivers, 18-wheeler drivers. I know this. The same person that chooses to use their cell phone while driving is the same person who will lie about it later just to avoid taking responsibility. If you choose to use a cell phone while driving and hurt someone, you'd better hope they don't call me. If you or a family member has been injured in a vehicle collision, call me. Jason Thompson, 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400.
At Frost, we go above and beyond with our services, like getting to know our customers by name, offering 24/7 real human phone support, and always keeping a supply of treats for our four-legged friends. You know, the little things. Like when a customer was out of town before a hurricane and their Frost banker drove all the way to Corpus Christi to tie their boat down. We couldn't make that up if we tried. Frost. Exactly what you unexpected.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Monday on The Blitz, we'll recap another busy weekend of football, both college and pro.
And, of course, there is a great Monday night game featuring one of Joe Reinagel's favorite players. We'll get you all ready for the Micah Parsons Bowl.
And we'll look back at the De'Aaron Fox debut on Saturday night.
And Jeff Traylor at 4:35. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
In disguise as no one knows. Rock and Roll Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
Lies
Do they get like a gold jacket? What do they get?
In the sun, in
Like
my disgrace.
A golden
heroin spoon.
I mean, is there something? Seriously, do they get something like a pin?
I don't know. They probably get like some kind of plaque or something.
Plaque, secret handshake.
Like a
Call
YouTube
my
plaque?
name through the cream and I'll hear you scream again. Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain?
Woo!
Black hole sun, won't you
You see,
come?
What?
Won't
Who
you
introed them?
come?
Who brought in Soundgarden?
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, that was Jim Carrey. And then
Jim Carrey looks insane, by the way.
oh, he always has. Letterman did
I know, he
Warren
looks freaky.
Zevon.
Damn. It's like, I mean, Jim Carrey always kind of behaves like he's on cocaine. Last night, he looked like he was on cocaine. Like, it was
He probably was.
very intense.
On my Facebook and Instagram feed, he's a wise man.
Oh, really?
They always have like this picture of Jim Carrey, and then there's like a wise statement like they're attributing to Jim Carrey. It's like, really, he's a deep thinker. That
Really?
Jim Carrey.
Jim, all right.
He's just stoned.
I'm not. Listen, man.
He's
I'm
not talking out of his butt. He can think.
I'm not here to shame him. Black hole sun. This song is all about nothing, by the way.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense at all, but I like it.
I figured it had something to do with heroin.
It might actually, yeah. That would make sense.
I think most songs have some way or another. It's all heroin.
It's kind of rock and roll, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's kind of rock and roll.
Party was for.
All right. We got a couple things to get into here. First, let's start with this. It's a Mellow Mushroom Monday. I'm going to save that because I don't want to clog up the phones because we're going to play the stat is right.
We got something breaking in baseball.
Oh, no, that's not breaking. We'll talk about that coming up in the net. All right, actually in this segment.
Yikes.
We'll get into that a little bit. I've got them on my list for losers. Let's do our game though. Let's play the stat is right.
I like to let it roll off you for a second. It's been a week.
You like to make me worry.
It's been 2 weeks. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's now time for the next edition of The Stat is Right. We'd like to introduce your host. He's turned his body cam off and he's waxing his stash. A.J. Barker!
Thank you, Robbie. Good morning, everybody.
That is a nice wax job.
Who will be the next contestant on the stat? It's not my best wax job even, which is remarkable.
You got prettied up for the wedding.
That's remarkable. That's right. All right, the stat is right. The game, it's taken the world by storm. Maybe the country. I shouldn't say the world. Not a worldwide game yet, but it's taken the country by storm. Where you basically guess the stat. We're going to give you a player and the stat, and you guess what he's going to do. What will his performance be in the Dallas Cowboys' next game? And if you are the closest to that number, simple as that. You are going to go see live and in person the next Dallas Cowboys home game. And in this instance, after this Raiders game, you'll be going to see the Cowboys and the Eagles. Oh. I know a lot of Cowboys fans love the Eagles, so you'll get to go see that live with your own eyeballs if you get closest to the number that I'm about to give you here. Let's go with this one. This is going to be a real test because a week ago we saw Brock Bowers have probably the best tight end performance of the year. And then on Thursday, Brock Bowers, well, I can't even blame Brock Bowers. Geno Smith couldn't give Brock Bowers the football. And he had like one catch. So the stat is right this week is how many receiving yards will Brock Bowers of the Las Vegas Raiders have against the Cowboys on Monday night? Can the Cowboys defense hold him to less than 200 receiving yards? Can they hold him to 5 receiving yards? Will it be somewhere between those two numbers? That is what we're asking. And I'm asking it of caller number 7 at 210-656-ESPN, 210-656-ESPN. You will be our next contestant on. The stat is right.
All week long.
There you go. Yeah, we'll have 5 winners this week. And after that Raiders game on Monday Night Football, there will be a new champion of the stat is right. So there we go. Caller number 7. You get your first guess. You get to be our first predictor on Brock Bowers receiving yards. Okay. Vic, we're gonna play the losers now.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to make sure you weren't dealing. I forgot that Edwin's here to deal with phones.
Yeah,
so you can.
I got it.
Let's do losers.
You lose. You are such a loser. You're a bona fide schmuck.
Time now to find out who blew it this weekend. The losers.
You bunch of losers! Look who's back. It's the loser.
I'm going back to a better class of losers.
With AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hello, losers.
Hello, losers. Rob, we were talking about the breaking news, and it's about the Cleveland Guardians pitchers. Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz charged with fraud, conspiracy, and bribery stemming from their alleged scheme to rig individual pitches that led gamblers to winning hundreds of thousands of dollars, according to an indictment unsealed yesterday. So basically what it would be is Clase arranged with the bettor as early as May 2023 to throw specific pitches for balls so the gambler could place prop bets and profit.
Dude, this is the worst nightmare. I think we got to be real careful here, or they're going to kill prop bets, man. We got to be real careful here, or one of the most fun things that has come down the pike for fans over the last 20 years is going to get pulled off the boards, man.
Well, the punishment is severe.
Well, I'm going to be punished. As a fan, I don't want this to go away, but, dude, it's starting to attack the integrity of the game.
The gamblers won at least $450,000 wagering on their pitches, individual pitches. Clase and Ortiz got kickbacks. Well, now Clase and Ortiz each could face up to 20 years in prison for wire fraud conspiracy, 20 years for honest services wire fraud conspiracy, 20 years for money laundering conspiracy, and 5 years for conspiracy to influence sporting events by bribery, according to prosecutors. That's a potential 65 years.
I hope, yeah, give it to them. But
don't give them 65
well, I mean,
years.
Here's the problem. How many of these guys are they catching? Do we think we're catching them all?
You never catch them all.
Never catch them all.
Never.
See, once that starts creeping into your brain, it makes it really difficult to – I'm just saying we're getting to the point of the integrity is starting to be in question. It's across the board. It's in different sports. It's happening on random nights.
I told you. I mean, the UFC is dealing with a big thing right now.
I know the value that sports wagering brings to the game. I know what it means. But I'd hate for it to get to a situation where the league's just got to go, you know what, we'll cut off this – this fire hose of money that's allowing us to do what we want to do. We're going to cut it in half because we have to.
But the league doesn't have the say.
Well, they don't, but you can get to the point where
the only thing the league can do is say, well, we're going to stop partnering with DraftKings.
Well, that's what I'm
we're going to
saying.
stop partnering with Underdog. So you're cutting off your nose to
That's what I'm
spite your
saying.
face.
We're going to have to cut off this fire hose of money to keep the integrity of the game. And you're going to have to give up some of this money that's allowing us to do all this great stuff. But my goodness, if the Guardians are throwing games, or at least throwing the Guardians.
Yeah.
See, that's what is so worrisome, that it could be it's my team, and it's just 1 or 2 pitches.
Well,
it's not about the line, but it turns into the line.
Yeah.
This is just one dude and his modicum of success, which might not have anything to do with the outcome of the game, but it does.
Yep. Well, losers are these pitchers. Losers.
Well, they fit the category. I'm going to stay in. We'll go to the NBA. Memphis. They're not on the top of everybody's losers list right now, but they're about to become the New Orleans Pelicans. They're about to get themselves into a situation where they've got this incredibly high price and really great superstar that no one wants. You've got this star that you can sit on the bench, but the longer you sit him, the more people realize how unimportant he would be to a team that's trying to win a championship. They're in a terrible place right now, as bad as anyone, because they extricated some dudes to kind of protect him, and they found out they got rid of the wrong dude.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There's no worse situation to be than Memphis right now, and it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, Ja is a great talent. Nobody wants him.
Can't
a
trade
weird
him,
thing.
can't play him. And, guys, you ran off good talent to protect him, and now you're even worse off.
You know who's a loser? DJ Lagway. There were people who legitimately thought DJ Lagway could win a Heisman Trophy this year. DJ Lagway got benched against Kentucky for having another 11 of 19, 83-yard, 3-interception game. This dude is a trash can. And now people were like, oh, if he could go to the NFL, he would have been the number 1 pick last year. And I mean, it's not that it doesn't look like Cam Ward's a lot better, but imagine if somebody was trying to run DJ Lagway out on an NFL roster right now, how bad that would be.
It would look like Anthony Richardson for the Colts 3 years ago.
But maybe worse.
Maybe. But the good news is the NFL got to see a second year of this.
You're not lying, man. And by the way, you know what? An NFL team is still going to draft him.
Yeah,
Somebody's going
I can
to.
fix him.
And whoever that is, they're going to be on the losers list too. DJ Lagway, big loser.
Penn State, I hate to say, I'll just leave it at that.
Well,
just leave it. I mean, you got no heart, you got no help, you got no chance. I mean, it's so sad. It was so sad to watch that happen.
Well, I'm guessing you didn't see this one happen, but there was an even bigger loser in college football this week. The Oregon State Beavers. They lost to the Sam Houston Bearcats 21-17. And you might think, oh, big deal. What's news about that? That was the first time that the Sam Houston Bearcats have won a football game this season.
They lost every player on their team last year.
They were
68 guys left.
0-8.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did not have a 2-deep in spring football because they didn't have enough players to fill out a 2-deep.
And Oregon State lost to them.
Now, this is the craziest thing. Oregon State was up 17-7 on them and lost this game. I'm going to tell you that this is one of the craziest stats you'll ever hear. This is the total yardage in this game. Oregon State, 474. Sam Houston, 157 yards of total offense in the game. And they came back and won that football game. Oregon State, that's the Conference of Champions.
Dude.
If people thought that the Pac-12 is going to get an auto bid, are you kidding me?
Nope.
This is your king? Please. Pathetic. You know who's right behind him on the losers list? The Buffalo Bills.
Oh, dude, don't go there.
You're
hurt too much. You're hurt. You're reacting out of anger. You're reacting out of anger.
Losers.
Take a deep breath.
What a pathetic performance against the Dolphins. You can't get your ass kicked like that by the Miami Dolphins. You just can't. I'm not sure the Bills are a Super Bowl team. There's a lot wrong with them. They let Devin Achane run all over them. This is supposed to be one of the best teams in the AFC. How do you beat the Ravens and the Chiefs and then lose to the Falcons and the Dolphins.
It was in Miami, and it was a nice night out the night before. They had a good time. It's a 3-day weekend.
They're on the brink. We'll be back with Jeff Traylor coming up next.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star is KTFM Floresville and streaming online at sasportstar.com.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance makes the claims process easy, so you can get back on the road in no time. It's why over 43 million drivers trust Progressive. See for yourself at Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
George gets justice. After being hit by an 18-wheeler, the experienced attorneys of George Salinas Injury Lawyers are San Antonio's choice for getting you the maximum compensation you deserve. With over 110 years of combined experience, they've recovered millions for their clients. 18-wheelers may be bigger than you on the road, but you can be bigger than them in the courtroom. George guarantees that you don't pay unless they win your case. Call 210-225-0909 today for a free consultation. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
NCE General Contractors, based in San Antonio, is one of the fastest growing nationwide general contractors with a focus on commercial new construction, design build projects, building renovations, tenant finish outs, site upgrades, and building maintenance. NCE President Brian Ehrlich's a former Madison quarterback and proud to support high school football in San Antonio, building relationships first and buildings that last. Learn more about NCE General Contractors online at ncegc.co. That's ncegc.co.
The NBA is here, guys. Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, block parties, it's all back. And it's all back with Underdog, the best place to get in on the action. Make your picks now. It's so simple at Underdog. You pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on their stats. Points, rebounds, steals, plenty more. The thing to do so far, Victor Wembanyama, my goodness, been maybe the MVP so far this season. I've been going higher on points plus rebounds. It's been money in the bank, guys. You get those picks right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Download the app today. Use promo code ALAMO to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO, ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Working a few trouble spots. Let's start 37 northbound before Hotwell, southeast side of town. Accident now off to the shoulder. A little bit of stop and go from South Presa Street. On 281 southbound Tacoma, that wreck has been moved to the right shoulder, still causing about a 5-minute delay. It's got you slow from Winding Way. If you've got a flight out this morning, D. Howard Way, right at Airport Boulevard, getting reports of an accident. And I-10 eastbound Medical stall off to the shoulder. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time safer traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NFL, the Houston Texans erased a 19-point fourth-quarter deficit to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 36-29, improving their record to 4-5 on the year. Tonight on Monday Night Football, we have the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field. Kickoff set for 7:15. It's a game you can catch live on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star pregame at 6 o'clock. In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs beat New Orleans on Saturday, improving to 7-2 on the year as De'Aaron Fox made his season debut with 24 points. They return to action tonight against Chicago. Tip-off set for 7. In college football, Texas A&M remained number 3 in the country. Texas Tech moved up to 8th, and Texas moved up to 10th. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Nine o'clock. Welcome in. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Show. You know where I ate last night, Rob?
Burger Boy.
Mellow Mushroom.
Had yourself
The
some
Mellow Mushroom. They have these new things called, I think they're called dippers or roll. No, they're called rolls. Which, I mean, they're just pizza rolls, but they have like 8 different sauces you can try. And one of them was like we got the red sauce, and then my wife and older kid, they like ranch, so they got the spicy ranch. But I got this thing called Esperanza sauce, which is like a kind of a spicy Caesar sauce.
This is for the
really good
for the
pepperoni rolls.
For the nuts.
Yeah.
I like their beer cheese.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
Pretzel and beer cheese.
Let's go caller number 5. You'll win a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom on a Mellow Mushroom Monday right here on 94.1. And, all right, we got them. Let's go to the Buyers Barricade guest line and talk to the head coach of the UTSA Roadrunners. Coach Jeff Traylor joins us on the program. Good morning, Coach.
Spicy Caesar sauce.
That sounds good, right?
Great life.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you're eating during the week, Coach. I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, you got time, right, to go out and have a nice meal?
I deserve some spicy Caesar sauce right now.
Well, you're
Coach,
bringing the spice.
No
lately,
kidding, Coach. You've been a little spicy, man. You're getting on coaches. You and coaches are going at it the last couple of weeks.
I don't know why everybody's being so mean to me. When I was on top, they're not being mean. It's funny how when you waddle back down to the middle, they all start taking shots.
Now, Coach, from my understanding, this was just it kind of was a misunderstanding because you talked about like you had nothing but nice things to say about that South Florida coaching staff, and you said it was a great roster, and a lot of it was they had put a lot of money into that thing. Well, it sounded like Coach Goles took offense to that, saying like they had bought a roster and that they didn't build that. Did you feel like maybe he took what you were saying wrong, or is that exactly what you meant, that they bought a team?
No, I think that all coaches try to do what's best to help their team win the game. And I was asked a question about something the Athletic had reported, and the number was in the article. So I answered the question. And Alex took that as an opportunity, I guess, to motivate his football team. And he obviously did a very good job of it, and his kids played very well.
Have you ever been in a game like that first quarter? You ever seen anything like that before?
Never. Not
Me
once
either.
in my life. It was strange. I was very proud of our kids for, pick six on the very first play of the games never happened. I have lost my quarterback. I mean, I remember Josh Atkins, the very first play of the game against UAB, my first year here, broke his collarbone on the first play of the game. And that was something that had never happened. So this is one of those things and then we went right down the field on a 16-play drive. I'm talking about in a hostile environment against a really superior football team. And then we turned it over on the 2-yard line. They went 98 yards for a touchdown. And my defense still hadn't played yet. And we're already down 14-0.
That is insane.
We had the ball 40 minutes in the game. We had 94 snaps on offense.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at the stat line, I mean, obviously, if you take the 14 points from the defense right off the bat, made it, it's going to always be a tough hill to climb. But statistically, you guys were right in this game. You guys, the 7 of 18 on third down, I thought that was a strong number. 2 of 2 on fourth downs. You just got put behind an 8 ball early, and it's hard to dig out of a hole like that.
Yeah, and again, the 2 weeks of the bye and them coming off a loss, we cannot. We have the worst luck when it comes to, and we're just not good enough right now to not play perfect on the road. We got to play perfect, and for whatever reason, we turned it over twice on the road against South Florida and 3 times against North Texas. We've got to get that thing put to rest, and I mean these are good kids too, man. These kids they're good kids. They don't like playing this bad. And I've got to do a better job. And I know it sounds like coach talk, but I've got to figure this thing out. We got to go play Charlotte on the road. We've got an 11 o'clock kick. We need to get this game bad to get back to 500 and then see those last 2 games at home against 2 really good teams. East Carolina still only has 1 loss. They're hunting for the championship too. And then we've got Army. So we got to get with this one.
You got to get one for bowl eligibility. Looking at Charlotte now, that might be the easiest possibility coming up. Tell us about Charlotte as you get this kind of a long week to prep, at least.
Yeah, they've struggled. I mean, they gave up 48 points to East Carolina, gave up 54 to North Texas, 49 to Temple. Their offensive personnel is better than you want. Like, all their receivers are good. Their running back is good. That's always scary because, they can break 1 tackle and go score. But they've been struggling, to your point. But they compete hard. They do play hard. Coach Albin's done a good job. It's his first year there. He's won a ton in his career. But we have not been good on the road. I think the bigger issue is not much our opponent as it is us right now. We've got to get some of this stuff figured out. Why do we tackle so poorly on the road, and why do we play so well in the Alamo Dome? What is that? And I know that's what I get paid to figure out, but I got to figure it out quickly.
Well, Coach, it feels like this. You just said a bunch of nice things about one of the worst football teams in the country. This is a good opportunity, it feels like, for your guys to remember who they are and to maybe put up a crooked number and remind them that they're a lot better than what their record says right now. Does that trickle into the coaching room too? Would you guys like to see your team put up? Would it feel good for you to put up a 50-point win or something like that to let you know what you guys are actually capable of when it's all clicking?
See, I thought you guys were my buddies. For example, I got set up by answering the question last week about the athletic report. I'm for sure not going to fall for another one where I give Tim Albin every opportunity to play my soundbite. I think his team is very good. They've been playing very hard all year, and we look forward to playing them.
That is a very politically correct statement from head coach Jeff Traylor.
Well, let's talk about this after the game.
Yeah,
we're going to readdress this, Coach.
Well, let's get to the meat and potatoes later. Let's talk about some of the positive stuff that's coming out. Can we come up with some kind of award for Amador? Can we name a trophy after him that you use from here on out? Talk about what this guy means to your team.
Yeah, he's just kind of he's that guy that he's too short and he's too slow, but he's just too good. He's just a football player. Same way at North Shore. He can play quarterback. He can play tailback. He can play wide receiver. He can return punts. He can throw it. He can catch it. He can kick it. He'll tackle you too. He's just a little ball playing Jesse. What a joy to have on our team.
How'd you feel about Owen, especially dealing with him playing from behind the entire game? What were your thoughts on him, and what do we expect out of him going forward?
We gave him a terrible play call first play of the game. That's atrocious what we did to that kid. He didn't even have a way to throw the ball away. I wish he would have tried to force it down the field, but the sound added on so quickly, right in the face. I regret that as a coaching staff. And then I didn't like the call we gave him on the 2-yard line where we put him against his hand. I thought we did a disservice to the kid. He was accurate again, made plays with his feet again. But with those 2 turnovers, you just can't do them. You just can't have those turnovers when you're a quarterback.
I want to ask you a question. The broad scope of coaching a quarterback like he is. What's more difficult to deal with when you got a player with his kind of talent? Reeling it back in and telling him not to take chances, or is it more difficult to make a kid take a chance or two when he's not accustomed to doing it?
Yeah, it's just a fine line.
Yeah.
It really, for example, the 4th and 2 he completed against Tulane, to basically seal the game. Throwing back across your body on the rollout, which that is part of the check down, but the spacing of it was kind of one of those you got to be careful deals. But he's pretty good at that. That was coaching. I don't put that on Owen. Now the second one on the 2-yard line, I wish he just go ahead and hand the ball off. It was a read, and he thought the guy charged it so hard he could pull it and get it off. But when you're going against your hand and you're slightly off, that's what happens in that. I wish we would not have done that against his hand.
Coach, it hasn't happened often this year, but when it has, the results have been similar. Much like the Temple game, you guys could not get anything going in the run game. Was that on the play calling? Was that on the offensive line? Was that on the backs? What went wrong with the run game this week?
Yeah, they just said we weren't going to run it. We were outnumbered on every count. They were going to make us throw the ball down the football field. They pressed us, played an 8-man box, and basically said we couldn't protect our quarterback long enough to get our receivers down the field, and they were accurate. I would say it's the first time our offensive line got overwhelmed. We couldn't block their defensive ends. We gave up 6 sacks. We haven't done that all year. We were overwhelmed, man. I'll take that as a coach, but we could have played that team 100 times, and we might have beat them once.
Well, you spot them 14 points in an entire quarter. It's hard to come back, but you guys did fight back, and I think there's a testament in that. Closing out the season ain't going to be the easiest thing because you're chasing something that you got behind. But, bowl eligibility matters, and now it's time to start, honoring some seniors. I saw that your running back Henry's got an invite to a postseason all-star game. Anything else coming down the pike that we can look forward to?
Oh, we've got good kids. This is our 6th season here, and we're playing for our 6th consecutive bowl. And when you're in the G5 life that we're in, and your players are getting taken from you and your coaches are getting taken from you, to be sustainably good for 6 straight years is really hard to do. And the problem is we won championships here, and our fan base expects 12 and 11 wins. And when you just go to a bowl and win a bowl, I don't know if enough people really appreciate how hard that is to do in this new climate.
Well, that's kind of where I wanted to ask you. And, just playing against South Florida, it becomes almost glaring. Is it possible anymore to win at that high of a level, especially now that you guys are up in a better conference in the American? Is it going to be possible to compete at that level without the sort of financial backing that some of these other schools are getting?
I think it's possible. I think your odds are really slim, but it is possible.
Well, given the situation you find yourself, and, you didn't hear it, but during the broadcast of the game, there was a lot of discussion about funding the players and all of that. And, it comes down to the foundation that you're building today, Coach, is going to pay off in about 6-8 years when all the kids that are here now grow accustomed to being a part of the football program. You know when you graduate, you're going to propagate this program by helping out financially. And you're just having to teach an alumni base to do something that, quite frankly, they weren't trained to do. And it's going to take a minute, but goodness, Coach, I think you need to highlight the positives on your program a little bit more. Pat yourself on the back, dude. You're doing things remarkably well with a limited budget. The money will come. I just hope that you can survive the wait for it to finally start piping in.
Right. We don't even get full funding from the AAC until 2031. So to get in that league was monumental for us, for the security of the university for the next 50 years in a good football league. Can we survive with less till 2031? We've got to just figure it out. We just have to. And there's been so many miracles happening since I've been here. I'm just still counting on another miracle. And it's happened before. And the only way it's going to happen is I keep communicating to people what our needs are. And somebody, if they can help, will help. And if they can't, we'll just keep on keeping on doing the very best we can. And that's where we are right now.
You need a Cody Campbell.
Cody's the best. Him and I are very close. I don't think he's going to help us. He's got a lot invested in Texas Tech.
Damn. Well, he picked the wrong.
Maybe his kid will go to UTSA. Does he have a kid?
That's the thing. You need something like that.
Got a young quarterback playing over there. Maybe. You never know.
Well, Coach, hey, maybe I got a feeling you won't need a miracle to get through this coming game. I think you guys have a good opportunity here to get your kids' chest puffed up a little bit, and get ready to get bowl eligibility after that. But best of luck to you guys out there on the road in Charlotte, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate y'all. Sorry for that performance. God bless. Birds up.
There you go. That is head coach Jeff Traylor. You ain't got to apologize to us.
I thought he
Coach.
did a good job. Was he talking about himself or his team?
I mean, I think he's talking for the whole team.
I thought that was a grade A. That was Heisman worthy right there.
I mean,
I thought he knocked it out of the park.
On the radio?
The interview. I thought he was apologizing for the interview. I thought he was spectacular.
Said for the performance.
I see.
I don't think he was performing for us per se. I think he was just he was talking about the
dude. You spot a team 14 points on the road, and your offense. That's
a good team.
I've never
by the way.
seen anything like that.
All guests up here via the Buyers Barricade guest line. Buyers Barricades providing traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. Online at buyersbarricades.com. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll see what's going on in the world outside of sports. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you get into your midday commute, D. Howard Way at Airport. If you have a flight out this midday, heads up, an accident. I-10 westbound Callahan and I-10 eastbound Medical. Both of those stalls are off to the shoulder. On 35 southbound Schwab Road on down to Wiederstein, that's rolling slowly. Also noticing a delay 1604 northbound from Culebra up to Hausman. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Thomas J. Henry, injury attorneys available 24/7.
Thomas J. Henry Law fights even when the insurance company says your claim is worth nothing. Thomas J. Henry doesn't back down. That's how we put over $1 billion in our clients' pockets in just the last 4 years. Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Energy slipping away, losing your edge? Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center offer a quick free T test. Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting at trtmvp.com.
Nigel, why is there a giant turkey standing on my desk?
That's Harold's.
Well, then whisper these words, Nigel. Deep fried. From all of us at Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, we hope your Thanksgiving is filled with food, family, and fellowship. We couldn't ask for a better community to be a part of. So thank you, and happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 651-5899.
License number TACLA 141074EM16004.
Have pain? Have chronic pain, low back pain, knee pain, neck pain, or shoulder pain? I can help. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we get to the root of your pain. We don't just give pain medications, we do the proper investigation to see what is the root cause, and it's covered by your insurance. Reduce your medication, avoid surgery, and get rid of pain for good. Call for your free evaluation. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, where we get to the root cause of your problem. 210-468-1891.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm. How can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star. Monday night at 7:15 p.m. After a bye week, the Cowboys are center stage on Monday Night Football for the second time this month. This time in Sin City, taking on the Las Vegas Raiders at Allegiant Stadium. Pre-game at 6. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam. 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
I want you. Oh. You like this song, Vic?
Yeah.
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 Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh. Bow, bow, wow. Can't get enough of your love. Come on, harmonize with me, Rob. Can't get enough of your love. Can't get enough of your love. Rock and Roll Hall of Famers right here, Bubba.
There you go. Again, I want to know what they get. Like, they don't get a gold jacket or an orange jacket.
No, I don't think so.
They get like a leather jacket.
I
pair of leather pants.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think a silver heroin spoon would be
a lifetime prescription of whatever heals or takes care of herpes.
That would be the best move.
Metamucil. I'm trying to figure out what do you give a 60-year-old rock star?
What do you give the man that has everything? I don't know. Yeah, so it's the artist next year that will be eligible. The 2026 potential class.
I'm always amazed by these lists.
New eligibles.
These guys that aren't in.
Well, a lot of these are eligible for the first time.
Right.
The ones I'm going to read you now.
And the prereqs are pretty difficult. So
it's basically you have to be 20 or 25 years removed from your first album.
I think it's 25.
Okay. But these are the artists that will, for the first time, be eligible next year. Alicia Keys.
I'm down.
Okay.
Avenged Sevenfold.
Okay.
Blake Shelton.
Is that rock and roll? Doesn't he have his own?
No.
But I'm not against it.
Breaking Benjamin.
I don't know about that.
Okay. Let's see. Anybody else?
We got some raucous 90s bands that are about to be available.
Jack Johnson.
He's what's the
Josh Groban?
Down. Josh Groban, the voice. Really? Oh, okay. That'll make for a different induction.
Miranda Lambert.
Oh, we got a bunch of country stars that are.
Nora Jones.
Now, yeah, I'm down. I haven't heard of her for 20 years.
The Strokes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, there you go.
And second mention on our show, Tenacious D.
Really?
And the Yeah Yeahs also will become eligible. So
kind of a slow year.
I would say so. Which means it's good if you're an old person, like if you're one of the ones waiting around.
Tenacious D isn't a band. That's not a real band, are they?
Dude,
if they got in and I was with the Strokes, I'd be a little pissed.
Yeah.
So an actor got in?
Tenacious D.
Are they a real band?
They are certified 6 times platinum.
Well, that's
they're a real
fine.
band.
That's like saying Weird Al Yankovic's a real band. Yeah, okay, but
well, yeah, kind of.
They're silly.
Dude, if you have an album that sold 2.3
I guess
million
I shouldn't
albums.
quibble. I guess you're right. I guess I shouldn't quibble. But are they really a band? Like, if I was truly a rock band and Tenacious D got in before I did,
play a little Tenacious D, Vic. What do we got?
What Tenacious D is there?
I gotta find some clean stuff here.
Well, I don't think they're dirty. I just think they're just.
No, some of them are.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Wonder Boy, you can play.
Okay.
That's their. That one's clean.
Let me see. Oh wait, I found a tribute.
Oh, tribute you can play also, I think.
Yeah.
So they. Oh, okay. I'd be a little upset if I had dedicated my entire life to this, and Jack Black gets in from his sojourn between real gigs.
You know, it sounds like that umpire that made music.
This sounds like a dude I'd be hanging with. He'd pull out a guitar and like, oh, here he goes again.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I can't take him seriously.
What do you mean? Oh, the shiny demon.
I've had the diarrhea since Easter's. See? So they got in before we did, you tell me. Remember the Strokes. All this for that. Yeah. Yeah, they should be Hall of Fame.
I just saying they're nominated.
It's an honor just to be nominated, really.
That's right. There you go. All right, let's get it out of here before the language hits.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was later.
Yeah, they do have some language, but yeah. All right. Elsewhere, how about this? What do you think of this? So remember Orlando Bloom?
Handsome devil.
Yeah, he was
Legolas.
He was dating Katy Perry for a long time. There was photos that came out of him like riding one of those stand-up surfboards with a paddle, and she was sitting on the front of the board, and he was butt naked with his whole crank hanging out. It was like, that's a weird thing. I don't.
You don't paddleboard naked with your wife on the board?
No.
Well,
but here's the weirder thing that's happened now. For Halloween, Orlando Bloom's girlfriend, his current girlfriend, dressed up as Katy Perry. Is that like, if you're Orlando Bloom, don't you go, honey, that's not them. Or Rachel Lynn Matthews is his girlfriend, and she dressed as Katy Perry for Halloween. I'm not sure that's the move. Now I don't know the details of their. I know they were engaged and they have kids together, but and a source says Katy has every intention of maintaining a positive and respectful relationship with Orlando. He's the father of their daughter, and that will always come first for her. Just seems a little bit.
Hey, if you can convict your current to dress up like your former.
I mean, I guess that's kind of hot.
Kind of hot. You kind of things are working out for you, Orlando. Keep it up.
You know
Good work.
what?
Carry on.
Now that you say it, you're right.
Hey, honey, I got an idea.
You know what? You're right. That is actually pretty
That's going to
hot.
come back and bite him in the ass one way or the other. Yeah. That will be brought up again.
Man, the number in the data out of Houston, Texas continues to arise. 200 bodies have been pulled from Houston bayous.
But there's no serial
killer. And they continue to insist that there are no serial killers. Since 2017, 189 dead bodies have been found in the bayous of Houston. Of those deaths, 17 were classified as murders, and 75 deaths marked as unexplained. The rest are all natural causes.
Well,
and they're dumped there? What?
I mean, I guess having somebody's hands around your throat. That's a natural cause.
That's a natural.
Naturally strangled.
Yeah.
No, it's in Austin and Houston. We got a serial killer, man.
Of all the deaths, 39% have undetermined causes. 24% are attributed to accidental drowning. Nobody swims in those bayous. You don't. It's just you
fall in.
Yeah, nobody gets in that on purpose. So I'm pretty convinced we got a serial killer in Houston.
I have no doubt.
And the best way to find a serial killer is to say, hey, there's a serial killer out there.
Everybody be looking. Now.
And then everybody starts looking. If you keep saying, oh, yeah, people keep accidentally drowning in these bayous where no one ever swims. Nah, Bubba.
The last thing a police department needs is everybody saying we got a serial killer on the run.
Well, I mean,
seriously, then it gets a little weird. I guess. I mean, I've never participated in a search for a serial killer, though I have seen them on TV. And it seems to me that every time they catch one, it's because they let it out. Like, hey, we got a problem. We got a hunter walking our streets.
Somewhat accidental.
But it's always the ones like, we got nothing to see here, and 35 murders later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been to the Walk of Fame in Hollywood?
Well, on some of them. I don't think I've been to all of it, but I've been on a few.
Yeah, I've been there.
Did you know? Oh, you've been there? Mm-hmm. When was this?
It only had 3 stars when he went.
Let's see.
Yeah.
When I was in boot camp San Diego, we went up there.
Okay.
Did you go up to the theater, the Chinese theater? Right
93,
there?
Yeah.
The last time I flew, Vic, this is Vic. The last time I flew, the only stars were Greta Gabor and Zsa Zsa Gabor and Bob Hope. That's it.
And Rock Hudson.
You were in the Navy.
Yeah. See?
Rock Hudson was a particular favorite.
Well, I don't know if you're aware, but there is another monument just one block over, sitting on the corner of Hollywood and Schrader, is the Porn Walk Hall of Fame.
Really?
Yeah, it's a back alley.
Larry and Jimmy Flint Marilyn Chambers, Ginger Lynn,
All
Jenna
worthy.
Jameson.
Every one of them worthy.
Nice names.
Those are the good ones. Those top of the pops.
That's right. Linda Lovelace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She had a unique
yes.
talent.
And Ron Jeremy.
Really? I thought he'd been canceled.
He has been, but
I thought they did. They kept the star. They didn't cover that up. What is it?
well,
it's not a star. What is it?
I think it is a star.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're doing it wrong. If they'd asked me, we'd have put something entirely different down there.
Yeah, Ron Jeremy was indicted in August 2021 on 30 counts of sexual assault involving 21 women.
Shocking.
Ron Jeremy came on my show like 3 or 4 times.
I had him on a few times too.
And then literally a week after the last time we had him on, this came out that he was being indicted on 30 counts of sexual assault. I was like, oh god.
He's a porn star.
Well, before he
We've
went
been having
down,
this dude on all the time.
What this dude had started doing, what Jeremy was doing, was he'd gotten himself hooked up with an agent that was booking him for fraternity parties across the country, and they were fraternities were flying him out to parties.
Yeah. And then basically having him
then he
commit
was
date
assaulting
rape.
the girls.
Yeah. He was later found mentally unfit to stand trial in 2023 due to incurable cognitive decline.
Syphilis.
That must be it. Yeah.
I'm kidding. I don't know what it was.
But yeah, I want to go see the porn Walk of Fame next time we're in LA.
It's interesting. It's really interesting, and then you're not so interested.
Do you think we can get Minix to make a stop and just say, or Ryan Nagel, hey, Joe, you interested in
what makes you
stopping
think
out?
Joe hadn't already seen it?
Joe's like, I've been there.
I'll show you where it is.
It's not much. It ain't much to see. You're gonna be bored.
The terrible thing is, every name you just mentioned, I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're the superstars of pornography.
The
I don't
VHS days.
I don't know what you were expecting. Oh, Chasey Lane.
Chasey Lane.
How I miss you. How I miss that gal.
That was later 90s. She's younger than the Lyns and the Lovelaces.
Speaking of sex work.
Speaking of.
Does
it really work?
Yeah.
It is.
The district attorney's office in Cheshire, Massachusetts, they did a sting. A man shows up at a middle school parking lot. He's looking to meet someone to buy some sex.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out, though, the whore is a cop. Bum, bum, bum. Now, you might be thinking, big deal. I've heard that story before. Well, have you heard this part? The John, also a cop.
Did she know the cop?
Well, the thing is, he wasn't there doing official
I know,
duties.
but did she know that it was a cop when he walked in?
Yeah.
Hey, Officer Jones, good to see you again.
She did know him, and you might say, well, how did she know him? Well, he's the chief of police.
Oh, that'll get you an extra star.
Yeah.
Took down the chief.
Yeah, that's oof. Yeah. He'd actually been communicating with an undercover detective with the Massachusetts State Police, Berkshire State Police Detective Unit. They have relieved him of his duties and placed him on paid leave while proceedings are underway. His police-issued firearm was subsequently seized, and his access to the town's police station was revoked.
Have your badge and your gun.
Your badge,
You're
your
a
gun,
lone wolf, McQuaid.
and all the condoms you had in your glove box.
Running around picking up hookers.
Come on, officer.
Come on, Drebin.
Come on, Chief. Come on, Chief. Let's go find us a hooker.
See?
Oh,
Ladies of
boy.
the night, see?
All right, friends. We've got one segment left in the show. One segment left. Oh, look at Damian Woody, Captain Obvious. The Bills are a flawed team. Thank you, Damian Woody. Thank you for...
That's a great analysis.
Yeah, thank God. I bet they're paying that dude millions.
I'm just curious what the Riverboat Gambler has to say about all of this.
Oh, my gosh.
Who threw it?
I could do that job. I mean, how easy would it be?
Well, first you have to play in the professional league for about 15 years and wear about a 65 long suit.
Win a couple Super Bowl rings, I guess. That
Weigh
would
about
help.
400 pounds.
I could easily, if I wanted to, I could weigh 400 pounds.
I think both. It's a worthy attempt.
Oh, easily.
Did you see what happened to me today?
Mm-mm.
I got targeted ads on my laptop for Ozempic.
Really?
Yeah.
They've been.
I like at the top. I was like, it was on like
too much food
ESPN,
porn.
and it's like, hey, do you
Is it taking pictures?
No, he's been looking at what happens.
Your cam is always
I know I need to cover my cam with duct tape. I'm a big fatty.
Now you're Googling barbecue joints. Like, this dude's going way too many barbecue.
This
dude's bringing in some fat and some sugar.
I get that just from searching tortas all day. It's they're like, hey, I don't need Ozempic, not yet.
They don't know that you're searching a different kind of tortas.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do the daily lines on the other side. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
Red Panda, she was back last night in Chicago wearing a Jordan jersey and all and killed it. She killed it. That broken wrist, no problem. Because I saw they had, in the story I read, had the original accident where she falls off the unicorn and breaks her wrist.
She's riding a unicorn, huh?
The unicycle.
You got that too. I was thinking, what did he just say?
Oh my God.
I mean, her act has really changed.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Last year, we bought over 54,000 cars from your friends and neighbors at GiveMeTheVin.com. Why did they sell us their cars? It's because you're worth more, and your car's worth more. I know that, and you know that. That's why I created GiveMeTheVin.com. It's the fastest and easiest way for you to sell your car for more money when it's time to sell. I'm sitting here waiting on the other end of GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
The Gomez Law Firm is proud to be San Antonio's trusted personal injury law firm for the past 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us. Your firm has been fighting for the people of San Antonio since 1973. That's incredible.
There are not a lot of businesses that stick around for even 50 years, let alone personal injury law firms.
If you have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then turn to the law firm that will fight for you. Visit joegomezlaw.com.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
The NBA season's rollin', and DraftKings' newest game, Pick 6, is the easiest way to play for your shot at big wins. NBA stars are lighting it up. Now their numbers aren't just highlights, they're your shot to cash in. Here's how it works. Just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats. The better your picks, the bigger your payout. New DraftKings customers get $50 in Pick 6 credits with just a $5 entry on your first pick set. Don't just watch basketball. Pick, play, cash in. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code KTFM. That's code KTFM. Play just $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Make the call. Ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits that expire in 14 days. Ends December 2nd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-888-5226. 800-888-5226. 800-888-5226.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This is Joe Reinagel. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This belonged in the last segment. You put me onto this, Rob.
So,
Matt Khalil, former Viking, Panther, top draft pick, USC Trojan, is getting divorced from his wife,
Haley Bailey.
Well, Haley Khalil.
Okay. Soon to be Haley Bailey.
Yeah. They are getting divorced because they are incompatible.
Why they get married?
Well,
right?
Well, there's a little issue.
She loves him.
Or a big issue.
She loves him a lot, and she's heartbroken that it's come to this. But his crank is so huge that she cannot have sex with him anymore. It
was the opposite.
It is literally killing her.
Described as 3 Coke cans stacked on top of each other.
Good Lord.
Good Lord is right.
Apparently, it's well known in NFL circles and had been a joke for a long time about his size, that he's walking around like a moose, basically.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And there is now a...
It's the coolest thing ever for a divorced wife to say, though.
It really is.
I love him, but,
There is there's now an offer on the table for him, a $300,000 offer to perform on Cam Soda. We want you to be the front of our Big Confidence campaign. The campaign celebrates men who can laugh at themselves, own their story, and turn viral moments into empowerment.
Have pornographic sex on camera. Matt Khalil.
Matt Khalil, who has the apparently.
Yes.
The biggest in the NFL.
And if you're getting divorced, you want to talk about
She said
thanks, honey.
She says I took medication, I went to therapy, I tried to do exercises to prepare my body to take him, and none of it worked. I mean, I ain't mad.
I don't even know what to say.
It's Matt, Mattkhalil.
Yeah.
Matt Khalil. You're going to be shocked because he's a white guy, Vic.
Oh, really?
Yes. This is just a run-of-the-mill white guy.
Yeah, just a big old boy. His three-point stance was different than mine.
Is that his wife here, this one?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
He can't have her anymore.
She walks like a cowboy.
She's
been riding the range for a while.
Can you imagine?
Ooh.
Wow. Good for her. Good for him.
Grounds for divorce.
I mean, I guess. I don't even know.
So who's the next guy? Like the hot
I don't
dog
know,
in
but
the
I hope
hallway?
she's going to get more than half in the settlement. Honey, I'm going to write you a little bit extra.
You know
a
what?
little bit more for that one. Thank you.
You know when they say no matter how hot they are, there's someone who's sick of putting up with her stuff?
Yeah. I have a T-shirt of that.
No matter how big your crank is, there's some gal out there who's looking for bigger.
See, here's the problem. She's going to meet a guy. She's a beautiful woman. So she's going to meet a guy, and she goes, no, this guy's much more appropriate. He's kind of, they're going to stay together. Everybody going to look at him like, oh, so you're just a little bit less than average. So she can handle you.
There's going to be some girl who's
she can handle you.
Who's underwhelmed.
It's
and like, that's it, huh?
That's all you got. Well, I'm following Matt Khalil here.
Oh God.
Following Secretariat. What do you expect?
Yeah, her next husband. I mean, it's broken.
You want to talk about performance anxiety? You've been working out with King Kong.
Yeah, he broke her.
I'm
Yeah, this one's broken.
I'm guessing I'm guessing she didn't let him experiment with other options. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Not sure what options there were. I guarantee you that wasn't going to happen.
All right, let's do the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's
I feel
look
bad for him
at
or
the
not.
daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
First of all, any publicity is good publicity,
Yeah,
they
but
say.
this is the best.
And if you get offered $300,000 to show your crank on a website,
I'm there.
oh my God, in a heartbeat.
Easily.
In a heartbeat. Someone please offer me that kind of money.
I'm sure there's a website out there somewhere. I'd be more than willing.
Be. $300K.
Well, you won't get $300K, but you'll get a firm handshake
from me. All right. Philadelphia Eagles at the Green Bay Packers. Packers.
Go Packers.
Are 2-point favorites tonight against the Eagles. I like the Eagles. I think the Eagles get the job done. I like under 45.5 as well. I think it's a lower scoring game. You are hoping that the Packers win and cover because we're in a pool.
I have some own personal.
You've got some personal gain.
I got steak dinner on this.
Yeah, not because you picked them, but because someone else has picked the Eagles and you want them to fail.
I want them to be wrong.
That's right. The National Basketball Association today, the Lakers are in Charlotte taking on the Hornets. Lakers are 8.5-point favorites tonight. The Pistons, who have won 6 straight, they're good.
Yeah.
11.5-point favorites against the Wizards. The Wizards are so terrible. Portland is at Orlando. Orlando, a 2.5-point favorite. Cleveland in Miami. Cleveland minus 7.5 tonight. Spurs at the Bulls. Los Spurs, 3.5-point road favorites. Like you said, Giddey out tonight.
It appears Giddey is out with an ankle.
Okay, and then the Bucks are at the Mavericks. Milwaukee minus 2.5. Pelicans are in Phoenix. Phoenix, an 8.5-point favorite. Oof. I know that's the Pelicans. 8.5 feels like a.
But Phoenix is actually better than people expect. They keep winning with this haphazard roster. But
yes, Minnesota laying 7.5 in Utah. And the Clippers plus 4.5 minus 4.5 hosting the Atlanta Hawks tonight. Are we both on the Spurs tonight?
Yeah, I think the Spurs, the way they're playing right now, you've got 4 guys that can come and help win a basketball game at any given moment. Average night from Wemby, Stillman, 18 rebounds, and a new point guard.
I do worry a little that the toughest games for the Spurs have come away from home.
True, and my worry, you brought it up earlier. There's a negative trend happening. Wemby's taking some shots further and further from the goal, and eventually that's going to bite him in the ass. You can't have 7 threes from him unless he's hit 5 of them.
It
already.
was working. Yeah. Why'd you change?
So that's the worry right now, and that's going to be on his new point guard to kind of get him in the right place.
And for the Spurs, so far this year, if I'm not mistaken, all of their travel has been like either they travel to Dallas, New Orleans, or to the West Coast. This is their first, because Phoenix and LA. So this is their first like long road trip to outside of our time, or to the east anyway.
And luckily, then they turn around and play 4 home games. So this is an opportunity to really stack some wins to kind of get some momentum going while you're waiting for Dylan Harper to come back.
Yep. Which again, no rush, Bubba. Yeah. No rush. The Islanders are at the Devils. Short trip over to New Jersey. Devils -155. The Predators are at the Rangers. New York -180. The Blue Jackets in Edmonton taking on the Oilers. Oilers -175. Vegas Golden Knights, who compounded my terrible weekend by losing to the stupid Mighty Ducks. The Knights are -140 tonight, though, to get back on track against the Florida Panthers, the defending champs.
What's the name of the mascot again?
Chance. Chance the
Chance?
yeah, Chance the Gila Monster.
Chance the Gila Monster. Get him back, man.
I don't know why you're hating on Chance.
I'm not. He's my favorite mascot going.
NHL mascots are the worst. And there you go. That is your NHL odds tonight in the world of college basketball. Have you seen anybody that jumped out at you yet?
Now, I just saw some highlights this weekend. It seems to be a worthy expedition to go find some more.
Virginia Tech?
Yes, this Greek kid from Virginia Tech's getting a bunch of Luka comparisons. In the highlights I saw, it appears to be. But the best player I saw this weekend was the Caleb, the freshman at North Carolina.
Caleb Johnson, yeah.
This guy's a top 5 pick.
He's very legit.
Mm-hmm.
UConn hosts Columbia. UConn a 33.5-point favorite.
So far, so good there.
Tonight.
So far, so good.
Iowa State hosts Mississippi State. This ought to be a grimy game. I like Iowa State tonight. I think Mississippi State's going to have a hard time scoring against that team. And UCLA taking on something called West Georgia. UCLA laying 33.5.
They're not bad. UCLA's
pretty good, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are pretty good. So there's your look at the top 25 action tonight.
Saw a little bit of buckyball this weekend. They lost to Oklahoma State.
That's the thing about buckyball is when it goes bad, it goes bad.
Lots of shots. It'd be a fun team to play for.
Yeah,
but you're going to lose a few.
My favorite play tonight in college hoops, I like Santa Clara at Xavier.
Really?
Yeah, I've liked the Santa Clara team so far. They're catching 5 points on the road.
That's a roadie.
Yeah, it is a roadie, but they're 2-0 so far. They've been impressive. First road trip, which worries me a little, but yeah, I don't think Xavier is as good this year as they were last year.
Lost their coach and their best player.
Yeah, and they've so far they've played Marist and Lemoyne, and they've got a 4-point win and a 5-point win. Now they're playing an actual good team in Santa Clara. I think they may be in trouble tonight. So. And Iowa on deck, a road trip to Iowa on deck for Xavier. So give me Santa Clara, the Bronx, to get the job done. All right, friends, that does it for us. The Blitz will show up at 2 o'clock. They'll do their program till 6. That's Jason and Joe. We'll be back tomorrow and do it all over again. Thanks to Coach Jeff Traylor for joining us today. You guys out there have a good one.
When you think San Antonio sports, think 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Your home for the Cowboys. KTFM Floresville and SASportsStar.com.
You know the Rue Pub is